Our 3-2-1 tempo on that was pretty good.
It was pretty
that
good.
was like a 3-2-1 bam.
Robert, I like how you offered me the beer that you clearly opened for yourself. And you said, do you want that?
I didn't want to take the last food.
You opened it a while ago, too.
Yeah, that was...
Wanna,
What if I said yes?
You can take it. You can take it. Open man.
There
You're
you
good.
go.
You're good. We'll figure it out, buddy.
I got it. Welcome back to another episode of The Wanger Show.
Another one.
It's episode 355.
355, you say?
Yes.
Which is what in Spanish, Robert?
What's 300?
Wow, I did not make it that far.
Yeah, I almost guessed myself, and then I realized I never got to the hundreds.
Terente? No, that doesn't sound right. Terente I don't know. What's 300 in Spanish? Well, should know this.
Does Zack Snyder translate for us?
Anyway, the Pokemon is Duskull?
Duskull, the ghost type? Yeah.
Duskull? Yeah.
I know that. I know the fucking 355th Pokemon, but I don't know 355 in Spanish.
Yeah, you failed.
Anyways, Robert, welcome back. And I can say Robert Butler the third in Spanish.
Hey.
Robert? No. Robert Butler.
Roberto.
El Tres.
I like Roberto. Tres. Yeah. Roberto Tres.
Yeah.
Hey.
Trace.
I like
Trace.
that. Oh, did I not say that right?
It's not Trace.
Oh, okay. I said, okay.
Yes.
I'm not good at words.
Neither am I.
Listen.
No.
Listen. I felt I'm like 50. I batted 500. Jesus. What's going on with me today?
All right.
Batting 500 is fine.
Right. Now I'm talking about in Spanish. You know what I mean?
Oh.
In terms of like,
well,
I fell 50% of the time.
I don't know if you.
I got to clip out that soundbite of you stumbling through that. I'm so sorry, but I got to clip it. It's so good.
I think you're batting if you're saying Trace. I think that's lower than batting 500.
No. It definitely is, yeah. I definitely.
But he's making contact. All right, he's putting the ball in play, and sometimes that's all that matters.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to swing that bat.
Occasionally, you'll make it on base. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, all
Like
right. Sometimes you're making gambling bets. You know.
Exactly, like Osaka. Exactly.
Otani.
Jesus. Sorry, y'all.
Otani's interpreter.
Wow.
Not even Otani.
Wow.
Confidently, you said.
I want to say Osaka is a place in Japan too.
We might have to clip out this whole thing. Sorry.
Robert Butler the third,
Hey.
proper, respectfully, is here on the 355th episode of The Wanger Show. And it is 350.
I'm sorry?
Fire.
350.
Okay, so that was a slow dribbler out to second base and maybe got past the second base.
Well, I also
right
can't
there.
read.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
355.
Oh, okay.
355. And this is also RB3's. Here we go. Another math. 20th episode that he's
I
been on
feel
the
like
show.
we should have like an SNL. They have the 5-timers club. We should have a 20-timers
a
club
20-timers
where we
club?
give our guests a jacket or something like that.
I like that.
That they
We
have to
gotta-
pay for themselves.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
not
of
gonna buy
course.
you a jacket.
We gotta
but
make
like,
a
if
jacket,
you want to
too.
get it, and then we'll.
Oh, we should
sign
make
off
it, and
on
it should be like gross and like itchy and hot.
Or just nice and classy, you know,
or
just
full of-
celebrating.
just
them
covered in
being here.
dicks.
No,
Hey, yo.
just
Just
nice
you
and-
know those
or just
dildos
maybe
that
velvet,
like
you know.
Pop on the wall or whatever.
There have to be penises involved. It can't
Because
just
it's
be
the
a nice
Wanger show.
coat that
It's the
people wear.
Wanger show.
Okay.
Or we get the upside down W and we give it to every single person, and it's like a what's his name? A Waka. What? No, what's his name? Fucking with the chain and the watch.
No. Let him get there. What is it?
I know who it is.
Who is it?
It's
Osaka.
Osaka.
Yeah.
Saka Flame.
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav.
Yeah, Flavor Flav.
That's his name.
There we go. He was on the Fs. You had the Fs.
I was there.
Yeah, he was
No.
close.
What if we get like a robe? Then that implies penis things, you know?
Oh, you can
because
just
it
let it
implies
hang
that
out.
like you're nude
Yeah.
underneath it. But if we get like a nice robe,
Okay.
that could work, you know?
I'll wear that robe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if there's like a customizable
still like the
robe
dicks.
website.
Still-
the dick is implied.
Yeah.
Here it's not so overt, you know?
Okay.
What if
Yeah.
what if the dicks are like inside of the lining of the robe?
That's
you
what
know?
I'm fucking
It's a
talking
reversible
about.
robe. Okay, so if you're feeling classy, you can wear it the nice way. But if you're feeling your way, then you
Yeah,
can put dicks
like
out.
you know those brushes that fold in, and then when you fold it out, the spikes of the brush come out. It could be like that with a jacket, just like the dick's
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
Exactly. That's
Something
right.
to think about.
Dicks out for Harambe. That's right.
By the time
Dang,
we
dude,
get this
callback.
made, though, I think we'll probably have changed to like the 30 or 40 timers club because it's going to take us forever to make this happen.
That's fine.
How many people are? It's just him, Eric, and Alex. Has Alex hit 20 yet? I forget.
No, well, because who's in the lead? Isn't it him?
No, I think it's Eric. It's Eric.
It
Eric's
is
like
Eric?
21 to 22.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm one behind because
Okay.
I had him on for
You're
karaoke after the Oscars. Was it
Okay.
karaoke or? Yeah, I think it was.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah, we had a couple weeks. Yeah, the week after the Oscars, but it wasn't for karaoke.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Don't say sorry. Do the right thing.
Yeah, and watch your episodes. I got to subscribe to the Patreon. That's the...
I mean, you can. You don't have to.
No.
They're for free on YouTube.
What?
You literally don't need to watch the episodes, but if you want to, we're not going to stop you.
I want to get that bonus content.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
I mean, that bonus show.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, like
Some
you should have
stuff.
heard the warm up
Good
today.
archive content. Good archive content available.
Yeah, very
You
good
know.
stuff. We're gonna take the old horror flicks episodes and just make those available to everyone. Just to say we have we don't. No. That's also available for free on YouTube.
But I mean, I walked in, I see these nice new cameras and everything.
You've literally seen that camera before.
I didn't.
I'm pretty
We
sure.
shot the last episode on it. I
Yeah,
believe.
Really? I've had this camera for a year now, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well,
There was a whole period last year where we were trying to figure out the color on this camera.
Still not quite there.
That almost made a moment in the top moments of the year video. I was doing like a super cut of all the times the color was different because once we started doing it,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
gross.
I think it just missed the cut, but it was funny.
All right. Well, we were off last week. We're back this week.
Right.
We got a lot of stuff to
A lot
catch
of
up
things
on.
happened, man.
So much
Lot of
happened.
things.
CinemaCon was last week. RB3 and I were there. We could talk about that. There it is.
happens in Vegas, stays in Vegas.
Unless you're talking about it on a podcast.
What did you do?
We're gonna get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did normal things. We all saw some movies come out.
Yeah.
There was an eclipse and nothing happened.
Forgot about the eclipse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A certain high-famed sports athlete died.
High famed, is that a phrase?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, infamous.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably
High
better.
famed.
Yeah.
I like that.
I kind of like it. It's good.
High
yeah.
famed?
I think it like works.
All
Like,
the
it's not
sports-
like a wrong way.
All
of
the
saying
sports
something.
programs were just saying how great of an athlete he was.
Sure.
Right.
With a tiny little
else.
text in the corner. By the way,
little asterisks.
little he did that.
Right.
You know.
A little thunderbolts with the asterisks.
Yeah.
Thing on
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean, that kind of situation.
Yeah. You guys want to talk about that first?
Talk about OJ?
OJ?
Why not?
I
I watched some of that documentary after it happened.
the Made in America or
yeah,
not Made,
yeah.
whatever
I
it's called.
watched episode 3 and 4, I think. The one where
Specific?
like
Oh, okay.
when the good shit.
Yeah, okay.
That's such a horrible way of saying it. Oh my god. That's bad.
Terrible.
That is really bad.
It's also weird how
Very
this,
sorry.
like, because this happened in the 80s,
I meant like because
right?
the
90s?
car chase is what I was
Yes.
talking about.
When
Not the
94?
murders.
Bronco.
Okay.
Then the
Yeah.
Bronco, it was 94.
Broncos.
Yeah.
It's very strange how like this, like, I think that I'm going off on a weird tangent here, but how specific events in like maybe like our lives or in and around our lives have almost became sort of memes and like, you know what I mean? Like 9/11, how people kind of make jokes about 9/11 all the time. It's just like,
Okay.
did we not realize how tragic, terrible that was? You know what I mean?
Everything become I guess
I mean,
eventually.
everything.
Yeah.
I'm not here being like a no fun police.
Yeah.
You know, let's have fun with horrific events.
Yeah.
You know, but I feel the same way with like the OJ stuff too. Like there's been so many jokes because it's.
Yeah.
I guess it's just fucking ironic because we all know he did that shit.
Right. Well, it's ironic because of how famous he was before the whole
Right.
trial, right? Because even for me, I go back, I've been rewatching that old show, Good Times. Like it's like an old classic, like black sitcom or whatever, like back in the 70s.
Yeah.
And they're constantly referencing OJ as like, oh, OJ was the greatest. Oh, OJ was amazing.
wow.
Like, and it just ages so poorly. And
Yeah.
but like that was really his reputation to a lot of people. Like he was the great. Like even you ask some people today, they will still say he's like the greatest running back of all time.
like-
It's like,
Oh, and then there was the
technically,
murder.
I mean, if we're just talking about that.
That's what I'm saying. Like this weekend when I was watching if I was at any sort of bar or anything, there was sports television on there. It was all just like OJ highlights. And then at the
No,
very
it wasn't. They were showing highlights.
they
of
were
OJ?
showing fucking highlights of him. And then towards the end, they were
What the
like,
hell are we doing here?
towards the end, they were like, okay, here's the court case, here's all the other stuff.
My favorite thing was when I think it was CNN broke the news, but they were interviewing Conan at the time. So the Chiron said O.J. Simpson dead at whatever, and then the person on camera was Conan, like looking down. Like it's a great image if you can find it. It's good.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
he's gone. I hope that the families of the Nicole Brown Simpson, and then Ron
Nope, can't help you there. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I forget his
I
other
was
name.
going to
so
say
sorry.
Ronell Hubbard for a second.
No. Sometimes it's okay to not say anything, so that doesn't happen.
Oh,
you don't
okay.
want to say Ronell
Right.
Hubbard.
Right, try.
Although also rest in peace.
Right.
L. Ron Hubbard,
Yeah.
the guy who started Scientology. Rest in peace.
That was the joke, Christian. You see what happened there?
I don't know.
Yeah,
okay.
I saw Civil
Rest in
War
peace,
and I don't
OJ.
understand it. You need to spell it out for me.
Yeah.
Tell me what happened. Yeah, so good. What I was trying to say is that hopefully the families of the victims, who we're not going to name, can
Right.
get some fucking peace
Yeah.
now, because all that shit must have been so fucking hellish for them.
Yeah.
And
I will say, OJ, the trial of OJ, as unfortunate as it was, to give us a lot of good media. Like you said, the OJ Made in America documentary.
Yeah.
The People versus OJ.
It's a good show.
Cuba
Yeah.
Gooding Jr. There's also, of course, what's the Naked Gun series?
Oh yeah, the Naked Gun.
Right. So it's like, OJ not the greatest man. Oh, by the way, they showed that OJ Made in America documentary to me in 3 different USC classes. 3 different USC
You gotta
classes.
sit through all of it 3 times?
Yeah, at least the first part 3 times, and then like the rest of it like twice. Yeah,
Okay,
basically.
okay, got it.
Because there was one class that was like about the history of USC. Weirdly enough, why would they teach that at USC?
Well, yeah, I mean, he's a pretty big important part of it. I get it. Yeah.
Does he have a statue there?
Yeah, in the trophy.
Still?
Yeah, he's right in the middle of the big trophy room, like literally right in the middle, like his Heisman trophy, right there.
The one he tried stealing?
I mean, USC got it back, I guess. They got it right.
All right.
Yeah.
I
nah.
just like the man died still being a liar, because he had videos coming out on Twitter saying like,
I'm fine.
I'm not
Yeah.
health scare, hospice, I'm
Yeah.
fine. I'll be back tomorrow. And then fucking dead.
Oh, dang.
Liar to his grave.
Dang.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
I don't give a shit if he was a good athlete. He fucking murdered people. Like, I really don't care.
I don't either. I'm just saying.
I don't know. Cody was just
Just
Cody
trying
came,
to find, toe the line a little bit. Just,
Cody came in being like, OJ.
The juice.
I came in really sad about
Yeah.
this, and I was like, guys, we lost a legend.
The juice is
the
loose.
juice is loose. So I got to pull that Beetlejuice trailer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They
pull that.
They came out at the wrong time.
That's not a.
Yeah.
That might be a reference. I don't know. But yeah, that's crazy. Whatever. Fuck him.
Yeah.
one more best OJ reference of all time. When in Nope, when Daniel Kaluuya is running from the alien, they're like, "Run, OJ, run!" Jordan Peele, you genius.
That's pretty good.
I love you, Jordan.
Doesn't
Peele,
have in one of the. I remember Anthony Mackie says like a line in like Civil War. I'm gonna go full Mark Furman on me or something.
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
Oh fuck, that goes hard.
Right.
That's bars,
Gotta
dude.
go Mark Furman on my ass. is
Yeah,
what
it's
the
something
line
like
was.
that.
Yeah.
Like when he's in prison.
Yeah.
I remember the whole crowd was like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah.
Right.
It was the same year as the show and the documentary. Man, 2016 was a big OJ year. All right, guys? Jeez,
Yeah,
they
Minute
really-
Maid was big that year.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The story of OJ from Jay-Z, also 2016.
Was it really?
Really? Another one?
Damn.
Yeah, that was a song that Jay-Z put out. Story of OJ. Yeah.
Shit. Damn. All right. Well, hey, I think maybe we'll have to play the soundbite one more time tonight. And
I was going to surprise you with it, but it's fine.
oh, you have
Cool.
a new one.
No, I was going to be like, well, how'd that play? He's dead.
Oh,
and shit
I
like that,
see.
but it's fine. I won't play. Yeah. Just producing the show over
This
here.
is why we got
It's
to
cool.
produce it together.
All good. That is a good reminder. I don't think it's in my folder, so I do have to find it real quick. But
I did see
yeah.
that Kyle Harlow said OJ can rest easy knowing his killer is dead.
That's good.
But
pretty good. That's good. Hello, Twitter world. Bat Family in the chat says, guys, I had my first Pacifico and it's so good. Goddamn right.
Hey.
Hell yeah, son. Love it.
Pacifico, maybe sponsor us. Think about it.
That'd be great.
We've just been
We'll take-
spreading the good word here for about
or any
6
other beer.
years.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
Except Bud Light.
I was gonna say any beer,
Not
Like,
Bud Light.
Not Bud Light.
Grandpa
Just 'cause it tastes,
is
or-
no. It tastes like America sometimes. When Grandpa's feeling a little frisky.
Last time I had Bud Light, I legit almost puked because it was during beer pong, and it's
Was that
not-
the one- is
it's
that
not
Vegas?
No, it was it was Mammoth Mountain. It was a couple years ago for a bachelor party, but yeah, like I was just trying to down it. It was disgusting. God damn.
We got Eric Striffle in the chat.
Hey.
The one currently the reigning champ, the 22 timer club. I don't know where he's at right now.
Eric, do you want a vest? or not a vest, a robe to celebrate your accomplishments on the show?
That
Yeah.
with inner dicks. lined
Rewind it.
inside.
Yeah, rewind it. You'll understand.
No,
that.
do you just want a vest? Do you? Would you like a vest? You seem like a vest man.
Eric, I got this extra vest I'm trying to give away. Thought it was a good time as any to ask you.
Eric's in the chat says, "Why aren't you seeing Spider-Man right now?" Also, is RB3 coming to my top spot on Wangers? That's what we're referring to right now. RB3 is at 20 right now. Jack Cone, I can't remember I don't know if you're here or not, but I know I think you put in the chat earlier, but I think Eric's at like 23, maybe 24. Something like that.
Sounds right.
Oh, he's right up there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen.
He says a vest, please. Actually, yes.
Okay.
Eric, we were talking about
Eric
like
would look good with a vest. He seems like a good vest guy.
Eric can pull
Yeah.
anything off. Yeah.
What size dicks do you want on your vest? That's
There
the
you go.
question.
How about the only one that gets it is the first person that ever joins the 30 Timers Club?
No, I like the idea that like they're all meet. I want a show with them all on the couch with the robes on.
I know, but I'm
you
just
know?
saying the first person just gets the dicks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fair.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like the senior,
The top
yeah,
dog,
that's good,
you know,
that's good.
like
Yeah.
who's been on SNL the most out of like everyone, like Steve Martin, you know, like
Alec Baldwin.
Alec
maybe?
Baldwin,
I'm trying
like
to
he would
remember
have
who's hosted
the
the
I was
most.
gonna guess Ryan Gosling. I don't know why.
No, Ryan Gosling.
He's only been on a few times.
Yeah.
2 or 3 times.
He was just oh my
Yeah.
god, his last episode.
It was great.
It was so fucking
Yeah.
good. The Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
Killed me.
Yeah.
Killed me. Anyways, speaking of killing, movies are killing it right now.
I was about to say we
I
already,
was-
we already
yeah.
talked about OJ.
I was gonna. I was very curious. where that was
Wait a
going.
minute.
Allegedly, by the way. No. Yeah, we saw some movies this past week.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, Robert. While Cody kind of like looks this up, I can talk to you directly. Do you follow Cody on Letterboxd by any chance?
I do not follow Cody on.
Okay,
Letterboxd.
good, because you'd be following a lie.
Oh,
You would be following a lie.
he's not honest on Letterboxd.
No,
Oh.
because this man.
One goddamn movie out of the 1,700 I have logged on there that
Once
he
you
has an
do
issue
that,
with.
now I'm questioning all the movies you've seen.
Oh.
Have you really seen these movies?
Yeah. You want to audit my letterbox? Is what's
Yes.
going on here? Sure,
I want,
bring it on, buddy.
I want, you know, some job. You ever had a job where you have to put in a time card? I want a time card for a fucking movie.
You want a stub to be submitted?
Yes.
Type the confirmation
Yes,
code.
I want to be.
All that
I want you
shit.
to text me every 10 minutes the next time you see a fucking movie in the
Okay.
theater.
Okay.
What happened? What did Cody?
I did one silly thing and now he's mad at me. Godzilla versus Kong or Godzilla. What the fuck is it called?
I don't know. Did
What
you
is
see
called?
it?
What is it called, Chris?
Godzilla Kong: The New Empire,
Godzilla
motherfucker.
times Kong divided by 4. I went and saw it on like a Friday night, I believe. Yeah, because we were going Saturday. And I did a late show. I went by myself. I did a nice luxury theater with recliners and a meal, and I got a beer for myself. And I fell asleep after like 10, 15 minutes.
I didn't know he was paying for a nap
And
too.
it was it was a pretty expensive nap. But yeah, so like I saw maybe 25% of the movie, I think. I kept waking up and coming back in and shit like that. And then I remember thinking like, all right, so at least I got to be awake for the end because like the last 20 minutes of these movies are always incredible. Yeah. Next thing I know, they're all celebrating and the credits hit. And I'm like, what the fuck? I just missed all of this. And then so, you know, I go to my Letterboxd as you do. I'm a film watcher in 2024. And I log it and I figured since I literally can't say I've like watched the movie, I did not give it a heart, you know. And so he assumed that I did not like the movie, so he was looking forward to have a conversation about it. And I just told him, yeah, I didn't really watch it, but I still logged that I watched it, and that's what he has an issue
Film
with.
watcher? I say film
Yeah.
snoozer is what I say.
Oh.
Film snoozer.
Well,
Instead
the
of
joke's on you because guess what I saw yesterday afternoon?
you did not see it again.
I did. No, I didn't. I should have logged it again. I should have logged it and did the same fucking thing and then had another elaborate
See, Robert,
story.
if you fell asleep during you have Letterboxd?
I do not have a Letterboxd.
You do? Or
I
no?
do not. No.
Oh.
Not currently, yeah.
Oh wow! Now I have a problem with you.
Right. Yeah. That's my.
Do you not respect film?
Not.
Do you not walk out of the theater and immediately go to your Letterboxd and leave a snarky review on Monkey Man?
You know, I did. I wish I did. I wish I did. You know, but I hate film Twitter so much that anything that most film Twitter does, I just can't get behind it.
Okay.
Sure.
But yeah, no, I do want a Letterboxd, and I should get on there.
Eric's suggesting add a fell asleep tag to each of the things. That
You
I
should
could
have
legit have a whole playlist.
a playlist
shelf.
of just movies I fell
Shelf that
asleep
fell
to.
I
like that.
struggled during Civil War this past weekend. Oh no, not Civil War.
It could happen, you know.
The First Omen. I struggled a little bit during that one. Got through it though. I'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will say regarding Monkey Man,
Monkey Man.
that is one movie I saw the first time. I slept through the first half of it.
Oh.
And then I saw it again this weekend.
Okay.
And I was awake through the first half and fell asleep through the second half.
It's fucking hard, right?
Yeah.
It's hard staying awake through these things.
What are you guys doing? I know you have kids, so that's understandable.
I'm getting old,
what are
man.
you
That's my
doing?
excuse.
You're a young man.
It's just too much Mary Jane, man. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
man.
She-
Well, that's
she
your
was
fucking
like-
problem, dog. You
Yeah.
gotta lay off.
I'm gonna try the harder shit.
You gotta lay off the shit.
Yeah.
Come
on.
I did really. And no jokes aside, Monkey Man is a dope movie.
Okay.
I would like to see it. Yeah.
Space Wolf says Cody goes to the movies with his blankie. He didn't say it like that, but I just put it.
The problem is the reclining seats. I gotta stop
Yeah.
going to these things
Yeah.
because, especially this late at night, it's bad. I gotta get in the crappy like fucking upright seats.
Cody, you saw Monkey Man?
No.
You didn't? Oh no. Okay, so you saw the first Omen then. That's what you just
Yes,
said.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Pretty good. Have either of you? None of you?
I love the first Omen.
The first.
Nice to see what you did there.
The Omen, Brian De
Hold on,
Palma.
let's give it to you. Nope. God damn it. It's the wrong fucking button every goddamn time.
Brian De Palma. There's some other actors.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
original Omen. That's
Okay,
what I'm talking
got
about.
it.
From the
Okay.
70s, yeah.
This one, considering it's a...
I don't even know if it's Brian De Palma. Hold on. Go, keep going. I could be wrong. I could be right.
I actually don't know if it is either.
I
don't
think
know
it,
either.
I know he did Carrie. Maybe that's what I'm confusing him with.
Yeah, he might be.
All right. Sorry, continue.
I don't
Oh,
remember
wait.
what I was going to say.
Shit, it's Richard Donner.
Oh,
What a fucking
no.
asshole. Superman himself. I got it, Herman.
Yeah,
I don't know why
no.
I'm yelling at you. Just trying to help. Thank you, Herman. I appreciate it.
God damn it. Fuck you, Ramon. Got it.
So the first Omen, not Richard Donner.
No.
Okay.
No, directed by... Well, I'll get to that in a second. So this movie I thought was okay, given the fact that it was like a... When you're rehashing an IP like this, you've seen studios kind of phone it in just for the name brand or whatever.
Mhm.
This movie had balls, man. They actually took a swing. We were talking about making contact earlier, taking a swing every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
They hit really fucking hard. I don't know whether it was fair or foul, but
Okay.
they hit it really hard, and I've been
All right.
thinking about it a lot the last couple of days. It's a very well made movie. Some good sequences. The girl from Servant is the lead. in it.
Yes.
She's pretty good in it.
Yeah.
The director was the director of season 3 of Channel Zero, which I didn't know until after I looked this up, and I was like, "Oh, this makes so much sense."
That's your boy, or that's your
No, it's a woman.
That's your girl.
But yeah, I think you might dig it, Christian. Robert, I don't know. Do you like the spooky things? I
I like scary movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some predictable sequences, some things that they throw at you that they think is like a twist, but it's really like, no, that's just where this movie was clearly going type thing.
Yeah.
But very well executed moments that I think kind of make up for it. It's really intense and in your face and a pleasant surprise, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm actually because it's weird to me that The Omen is like IP because there's been like 3 movies and a remake, which I remember seeing the remake back in the day. Not terrible.
Yeah.
With
It was like 2009 or something.
2006
Came out on
specifically
666.
666.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember thinking it was okay, but I actually rewatched that first Omen, The Omen, 1976. Sometime last year, I was going in like a 70s horror kick, and I was like, this is good.
Yeah.
Go put it on. Some classic horror, great score, all that stuff, and it surprised me to like think that they haven't done this prequel yet because it's so easy.
Yeah.
Because it's literally the mother of Damien, right? Basically, or like the baby.
I think that's supposed to be revealed, but yes, that's the idea. Yeah. It's not.
Well, because
If you're watching it knowing what you're watching,
Okay.
yes, you
Okay.
can assume that.
Sorry.
But yes.
the original Omen starts with the wife of the senator guy. The wife has a miscarriage, but she doesn't find out about it. And then the hospital is like, "Oh, we have this extra baby," and they take it, and it ends up being the spawn of Satan. So the mother. So I'm surprised that hasn't been like done already. But
And they do a good job of like making it clearly be a prequel, especially like towards the ending, but like also making it stand on its own and be its own thing. And they even leave the door open for other movies, like a sequel to this one specifically.
Okay.
I'm telling you, they really did try.
Yeah.
That seems kind of weird to say, but like I don't know why I expected it to be kind of just a run of the mill,
right.
possession movie when it was actually a really well made film.
So it wasn't Exorcist Believer.
No.
basically. Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
That's no when they swung for the fences there. Don't think they made contact. Yeah.
No, both the girls that played the said that needed exorcisms were really great. I thought.
Here's a question for you. So for that movie, I started. I think it was on Peacock or something a month or two ago.
Believer.
Yeah. Got about 10 minutes in.
Mm-hmm.
Fell asleep.
Okay.
Woke up. The credits were already over, so I didn't even bother logging that one in Letterboxd.
I guess.
Do you think I should, by definition of how I did Godzilla X Kong?
No, because at least with Godzilla X Kong, you saw more than like. Yeah. You said 25%.
Yeah.
So that's about
I don't know.
I saw some key moments.
Okay.
Exorcist Believer, I didn't see shit. I saw the setup. They're all a happy family. You know.
Yeah.
Wasn't so happy of an ending, but and
you paid to watch it in theaters with Godzilla and Kong. So.
Yeah.
That's the punishment alone.
Yeah.
No, you have the AMC Plus.
I
thing.
do.
That's good stuff.
April's looking pretty good. I think I've already used it twice. I just need actually, I got my money's back.
There you go.
This is great.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Mr. Challenge hasn't even come out yet.
Oh,
you know
man.
What I mean?
Oh, yeah. I want to see that movie. It looks.
Is that this weekend?
26. The 26.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But one movie that we all saw.
What did we see, Christian?
Together.
Oh, did we?
Separately.
Well, okay. Fucking Jesus
As
Christ.
a society, we saw it together.
Fucking Mr. Specific.
Yeah. It's just
Mr. and Mr. Specifico. God damn it. He needs to learn his fucking He's so bad.
Labels.
Civil
Christian.
War.
Labels.
We are living through this right now.
Could happen.
Could happen.
Hey.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Don't know if I'll revisit it too often, but I think it's a solid flick.
It's one of my favorite subgenres, the road trip. But it's just like
this would make a good double feature with the movie Road Trip with Tom Green, Breckenmeyer.
It takes I legitimately love road trip movies, and this is like the road trip movie from hell. Like this is just every place they go to. I'm like, oh god! Like when they went to the town where everything was like somewhat normal, even then had said like a really dark undertone to it.
Right.
I was just like, oh thank God, they get a fucking break from all this shit. Mm-hmm. It does hit like a certain point where it's just like, oh, now it's just fucking downhill from here. But yeah, no, it's really good. I love Alex Garland. I loved all of his stuff. The Men was the one I was just like, I don't know.
Still never saw it.
Yeah,
it's saw that one either.
Interesting. Like that's the best. I think it was an A24 movie too, and that's the best thing you can always say about an A24 movie. It was interesting. Like you're not gonna ever be bored, really. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I've loved all of his work. I loved all of his writing, and I think this was just like the smartest approach to a type of movie like this, where obviously it's very like bipartisan. There's no side. We don't even know why the Civil War is actually happening. We get to it at the tail end of it, and I love that we didn't get like an explainer, like back in 20 blah blah blah. You get hints, like they do really cool things of like subtle world building. They mention shit. They're like, what the fuck? Like they say like the Antifa massacre. They say random fucking crazy shit. Like they're like, whoa, what the fuck? Like the president running for a third term. So it's clearly a fascist sort of president running and running shit down. Performance is really good. Sound design is fucking out of control.
Yeah, I saw it in IMAX.
Dude. Like those gunshots were piercing, like horrifyingly loud. Mm-hmm. Even I love the beginning with the static. It was like it was like in all different sides with all the speakers and shit. That was cool.
Wondered, I was like, is everything cool?
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, all that stuff was good. I don't think we need to go into spoilers, but I would assume maybe the ending is probably somewhat controversial.
That is where, not like because I'm like offended or anything, but that is where like I have a couple of things I was iffy on. Mm-hmm. But we don't gotta get into it. Just some things where I was like, but you're setting that up, and then this kind of feels just like,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think that to me is like I really loved it when I first saw it. Like I really enjoyed it. And I don't really watch a lot of like online reviews, and I mostly kind of stay out of it. These days, but there was one review that I caught for this movie that did give some nitpicks that weren't, all the nitpicks about like the politics is an anti-war, all of that stuff is like complete garbage, like discourse to me. Mm-hmm. The nitpicks though of like, and again, it's more like spoiler territory, but there's some I think what Cody was alluding to, there's some character decisions that happen towards the end that kind of really is like, did that really make any sense?
Yeah.
Or like, I think there is like a beautiful ambiguity to like the entire film.
Yeah.
I do wish there were some parts that were like a little bit clearer as to what was happening, like every now and then, you know what I mean? But otherwise, that's to say, like Alex Garland, like you mentioned, like great filmmaker. I actually didn't love Annihilation. You know what I mean? I enjoyed it.
I loved it.
Yeah. I enjoy it. I just didn't. I thought that one got a little bit lost in its own sauce too. But man, I loved the one that he did.
Ex Machina.
I love Ex Machina, and I also love Devs as well.
Devs is
Devs is
great.
great.
Yeah.
Oh, there were so many people from Devs that popped up in this movie.
I started watching some clips from that again this weekend. I was like, this show was awesome.
It was great. That was like at the height of the pandemic too. I think that was like the first show that
we were all
like,
just
come
home
out.
watching Hulu.
Yeah.
Watching Devs.
Yeah, because like the main character from that is one of the reporters in this.
I didn't realize that till after the fact.
Yeah.
She was the other
Yeah, and then I think her like boyfriend was one of the other journalists, one of the press guys, the guy from the car in the car. That guy, I think he was another one too.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, like I don't know, obviously Nick Offerman. You know.
Yeah.
He was like oddly enough, my favorite aspect. One of my favorite aspects of that movie, because like they do the president in a way, like I'm tiptoeing around how, because I don't want to spoil anything. He's not in the movie a lot.
No.
Yeah.
But he filmed his scenes in like 2 days.
But his presence is so fucking felt throughout the entire thing, and it felt very much because you hear him throughout the movie on like radio broadcasts, and that's like the gist of everything that you get. So you have this sort of like notion about him. It almost felt like old timey, like hearing it from like a radio and not seeing him present or anything like that, you know. And then, you know, when you see him at another time, it's like completely different. But it's like I think it did such a good job of building him up as just like this really kind of evil person without having to kind of cut back and forth with him doing evil things. It's just like, oh yeah, he gives a speech and it's like, okay, you get it, you know, you get it.
There were parts of that I felt like, without trying to spoil it, I felt like they were going in one direction with that whole like radio sequence, like not really seeing them. I thought they were leaning one way with that, and it kind of didn't go that way. I don't know. I felt like it was so good, and then the ending was like I don't know. Here's what I'll say. I feel like the movie was like a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 setup
Till that
with like a 7 out of 10 ending, which is still like a really good 8 out of 10, like amazing movie.
Right.
But if the ending was just as twisty, as impactful as I feel like the rest of the movie was, like I feel like I would have like ate it up a little bit harder.
Okay.
I kind of wish. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, no. That's not to say though, like the politics. Also, no, another peak. I just don't know if Alex Garland really understands American politics, but that's not the point of the movie. So like, I'm not.
Yeah,
really, like,
no, like I think the fact that no sides are chosen, or like there's literally a scene where two characters. They ask these two characters, like, why are you doing it? It's like, because he has a gun and he's trying to kill us.
Yeah, they don't know if they're on the same side or not.
I think that's great because that's not the point of the movie. The point of the movie is not to, like, pick a side. It's the fact that they're documenting all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And
it's all from their perspective.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
What were you going to say?
I don't remember.
Oh.
That was something about 9 out of 10, 7 out of 10 ending.
No, nothing there.
I did like the end. There is.
I'm falling apart now. Falling asleep. Oh,
there's one aspect of a character that I was like, why are they doing this in this moment right now? But I the way that I saw it, again, if you've seen the movie, you probably will understand what I'm saying. But like two characters kind of change in a certain scenario. It's like, oh, okay, they fully like throughout the movie, this one character that you're that is sort of the eyes that are sort of new to this world. They are very much throughout like timid and sort of scared of everything, and then towards the end, it's kind of the complete opposite. They're in it. And then another character, complete opposite throughout the whole movie, and then at the very end, up until last moment, it's like, oh, what's with that switch? You know? So like I can see that being like, where is that sort of coming from? But I do like the ending because it's kind of dark.
It is dark.
Because it's not triumphant and it's not like, yay, we did it. It's like, well, fuck, now what?
Yeah.
That's what makes me think is like, what does our society look like after a certain thing like this happens? So yeah, I much prefer the endings that make me think. You know, even if I don't like it, I'm like, I'll sit on that and think about it. Because if there was like an epilogue, you know, it's like 10 years later, like,
and then they rebuilt. You know,
yeah,
it's like,
you know, it's like I think it's much more interesting, and I love the techniques that they do in this movie, like everything from cinematography, sound, like all that shit's just fucking gorgeous.
Use of reflections in the movie.
Oh my god, it's so fucking good.
There's one more sequence too. Like they're driving through like this forest that's like on fire, and it's like this beautiful. That like image just still sticks with me.
The amber is falling down. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Haven't you mentioned the Plemons scene?
Yeah, people were asking. I heard Jesse Plemons is uncredited in the role. I wonder why.
He is barely in it.
Well, yeah, he's barely in it. And Kirsten Dunst has been doing like press for the movie, and she said, he was never in the movie to begin with. It was a different actor. The actor dropped out, and then she was like, "Oh, I'll just ask Jesse," and he was like, "Yeah, I could do that." Yeah. He's like, "Oh, that's fucking
evil." Evil. I've been playing evil my whole life.
That scene was so. I almost like wished the rest of the movie was in that tone, or not that tone. The whole don't hit the tone, but like that level of the intensity of it, you know what I mean? Like that, because that scene I was on the edge of my seat.
That's
God.
That's the moment where things just kind of continue to escalate further and further. It's the darkest fucking. It's like the darkest moment of the year. Yeah, you know? Then it follows with like, because the last 20 minutes of this movie are just like. Yeah, thrilling, like fucking thrilling. No music, just fucking going after it. You know,
there wasn't music. Oh, you're right.
Not in the whole last act.
Yeah, I think you're right.
A lot of this movie feels, I think, somewhat satirical, maybe, and maybe that's just because of the music choices. Because there are
some weird
like,
needle drops.
Really, like haunting imagery happening with like a song over it. You know,
Third Eye Blind kicked.
Third Eye Blind,
like semi-charm kind. Could you imagine?
Gosh.
But it was. I feel like you're right. It's like satirical, but also like a level of like documentary. Yeah, kind of like that. To still tap into that journalist feel. Because I feel like this movie is a really good companion piece with Zero Dark 30. You know, like the one Catherine Bigelow, and then because I feel like that one is more of like the Zero Dark 30 is more of like the foreign affairs, like outside of the U.S. war, like in a real world situation, but like. This is like a fictionalized version of it, but still kind of telling it from like a journalistic perspective, I feel like.
Yeah, I thought that angle was so interesting. Even like how they were holding their cameras. It was like they're holding guns almost like as they're following the soldiers into battle and doing the things. I loved in the midst of the action, they're snapping photos and it cuts to the photo. Like it's so fucking great. Yeah. And I love the sort of like contrast between Kirsten Dunst and who's the other girl?
Kaylee
Spaney. That like Kaylee Spaney is using a film camera. Kirsten Dunst is using a digital camera, an A7 by the way. It's up there. Shout out. Yeah, she had a nicer lens. But I thought that was also really interesting as well.
But it's also interesting how Kirsten Dunst can even figure out how to like get the files on her computer. Whereas the younger girl was
she's like actually
having like this weird like new technology to like do the film. I was like, yo, this is pretty cool.
That's
They're
pretty
like,
dope.
Yeah, actually making it a little bit futuristic as well. Like, so yeah, I thought there was some nice world details in it. Alex Garland, he's just not gonna miss as a filmmaker. I really hope this isn't his last film.
No, he'll come back and play Coachella. I mean, make another movie.
I saw some interview with him that in the interviewer asked him about that. He's like, I never said I'm retiring. Like, I think he might just step away for.
He's got like 3 28 Days Later movies to write.
Yeah,
it's gonna take some time.
I think, which is kind of.
I didn't realize they're making a fucking trilogy.
That's
insane.
Is it Danny Boyle too? Or is it just Alex Garland that's doing it?
The new one is Danny Boyle.
It is, right?
And then they passed off the next one to who directed The Marvels and Candyman.
Oh, Nia DaCosta.
Yeah, I think she's doing the second one.
Oh, I like that. Candyman rips, dude. Yeah, I fucking liked. I dug that Candyman sequel reimagining because I think it is technically a sequel.
It's a sequel,
right? Yeah. It's been a minute since I've seen that one. That one was pretty good.
That was really good. And she also did this little indie film called Little Woods. That's also
called The Marvels.
Oh, yeah, little indie
studio picture.
Studio picture. Small budget.
Yeah.
Right. What was the other one called?
Little Woods. It's really good. It's with Tessa Thompson, and it's like a nice little. It's like a drama at first, and it kind of turns into a suspense thriller.
Is that the one that's coming out, or that's the one she did?
It was like before.
Okay, she has another one coming out, right?
Oh shit, banger
Just
after
have another
banger or
one,
what?
yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I think they're filming it.
By the way, saw the Marvels. Totally fine. I had a fun time with it.
Ew.
I had a decent time with it. It was fun.
Girls?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
I
it.
laughed. I laughed a handful of times. I was captivated by the action. I thought it was fine.
Well, Marvel's in trouble.
Nah, they're figuring it out.
I don't
They're
know.
figuring it out.
I do want to see it though. Someone left a comment. I don't know if you see that one comment saying that that I like shit all over Marvel and Star Wars all the time.
Yeah, I want to talk about that.
Can you call me out on that?
That was me that left it.
Yeah, you
I
did,
wanted
right?
you to know. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we don't have to like make it a whole thing and talk about it.
That's
I guess.
fine.
But yeah, I did see that. Should we like clarify like our tone when we talk about these
He
things?
specifically said me, not you.
No, I mean I fall into it too sometimes.
Okay,
I
yeah,
wanted-
you dick.
Like we never would want to shit on any fandoms or anything like that.
No.
we might be jaded by our own experiences, but we're never gonna shit on what people
That's
like.
Yeah, that's the extent of it. Like
We'll still see everything too. Like I'm still excited. I saw the Marvels. Like I was
Yeah.
excited to go see it. Like I'm not gonna shit on Marvel.
yeah, I
fans.
remember. I mean, I saw like Ant-Man. I think Ant-Man Quantumania was like the last one that I saw. Like I didn't care for it, but I thought MODOK was great. Like I don't know. Like I don't. I
Wait, no.
Yeah, I like
no,
MODOK.
I know you didn't like that movie. If MODOK is your favorite part of
oh no, I said I didn't care for it, but I thought MODOK was fucking kind of funny.
No way.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
It's,
No, I hear you.
like that movie is pretty like out there, and
Yeah.
MODOK is like out there.
Well, yeah. In
know?
that sense, yeah. Okay. So
You know?
it's
But
kind of
it-
like the campy factor of it.
Right. I mean, that movie was hyped up. Now now I'm here shitting on Marvel.
There you go.
Because like
Let
everyone
people
was
enjoy things
everyone
first.
was talking up Jonathan Majors as a villain, and I just like this does nothing for me.
That movie, he wasn't the best.
Yeah,
That movie
but
wasn't
and I think I responded to that comment saying like, oh, I make fun of trailer reactions sometimes because they just don't
I
feel
don't know if it was anything specific. I think it might just been like our general tone. That's why I
Yeah.
kind of wanted to like clarify.
Maybe.
Yeah. Like, hey, we let people like things.
because
It's cool.
I
Yeah.
legit I want someone to like point out and call me out. Like I legit don't remember or recall like actively shitting on a Marvel or Star Wars property like in like
Or
was
like a
going
fandom
mean or
is what-
fandom
is
in
what I think
general.
is, yeah.
Like I liked Ahsoka. Like I'm like one of the few that liked Ahsoka.
Yeah.
I mean Andor's great too. Like I don't know. I thought it was like very curious. I'm like, do I? Like you got me questioning. I'm like I try not to shit on fandoms.
Hold us
too much.
accountable by
Yes,
all means.
please.
But yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway.
and I would find it funny, like he said in that comment, like did you see the setup for the Godzilla Kong? Like, why would I shit on other fandoms when I'm like doing the exact same thing? So I don't know. I thought it was interesting, but
Anyway.
maybe I'm full of shit. Maybe the week before I like totally went off a fucking tangent
So
for all
funny
I
if you're
know.
like, fuck Star Wars
Yeah.
fans. Fuck Marvel
Yeah.
fans. You're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Well, I will say though, the Marvel, I respect to you not shitting on Marvel fans.
Mm-hmm.
I will do a little shitting on the people who go on Twitter and type out full 9-minute reactions to trailers that we see at CinemaCon. Beat for beat, quote for quote.
I was so busy last week. We can start talking about CinemaCon. That like this was like at the very edge of my like I saw one thing. I was like, who? Okay, and then just kind of went on.
What
So like so. Explains like people
No,
were kind
it's-
of spoiling everything that happened at CinemaCon basically.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people live tweet CinemaCon. I was live tweeting CinemaCon.
You were tweeting up a storm, sir.
Yeah.
You were
Just kind of trying to
getting
keep
them engagements.
Yeah, try and get people, try and keep people in the news.
Yeah.
But I do always know, like, if I'm watching a trailer, I'm not going to give away the whole trailer. Or
Sure.
give away the whole clip. I'm giving my
Sure,
reaction to it. But it just was like when it was particularly with Deadpool and Wolverine. They showed a 9-minute trailer clip or whatever of it. And honestly, the clip was the exact same as the Super Bowl trailer, just longer.
like extended.
Extended,
Okay,
like the
yeah.
full scene version of
Yeah,
it.
I only for context. The only presentations I sat in on were Universal and Warner Brothers. So I didn't see any of it. I read it because when I was working, someone was typing up like a descriptor of it, and so like, oh, okay, I was like, that sounds pretty cool.
Right. It's just like I don't know what the whole. I personally couldn't sit there and type out every single word of like, a trailer that is shown at a private audience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, but that's just me. I know people look at that stuff for like analyzing the details, and
Especially because like CinemaCon isn't meant for like the Comic-Con aspect of like building hype for the fandom. You know what I mean? Like it started being for theater owners.
Yeah.
And like that, and then they brought media in as well. They might have done it at the same time. I don't know. But like it's not meant for like to get people to see that stuff and know exactly what was shown. You know?
It's the whole entire convention is just like a celebration of theater chains.
Yeah.
And then also, there's probably a lot of like networking and like people working with small chain theaters, big chain theaters, and all that jazz and whatnot. So yeah, I can see that kind of being annoying if you're going, beat by beat. Here's everything. Like they showed like 30-something minutes of Inside Out too. It's like, I don't want to hear.
People were live tweeting that. Like I don't. Yeah, like to me, give your reaction, give your description. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to see. Don't spoil the whole movie for people.
Right.
But
yeah.
that's just me. But that being said, though, like
I gotta know names. Who did it?
Well, no,
not
I mean,
now. Not now. Afterwards.
right.
I have my thoughts.
Yeah, right. I mean, honestly, and people don't care. I mean, people was like loving it. People were like, "Yeah, please, like, spoil it for me."
Well, that's why I'm not on Twitter as much either.
Right.
I don't
That's
ever.
why you hate the fandoms.
I hate the fandom. That's the fandom right there. That's I'm glad I don't really have to, like, not having Twitter on the phone.
Yeah.
Is like,
oh, you don't have the app?
No, I deleted that a
good.
long time ago. Yeah, and now that like X is just dumb and stupid, full of bots and porn. Like I get bored. I get porn anywhere else, guy. I don't need that.
I don't need to check no bios.
Yeah.
Right.
No bios.
You check those bios though.
No, I don't.
You brought it up.
It's what you're referencing here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, whatever.
I've never heard of such thing as
Comment below, pussy and bio.
All
right.
No, it was. But overall, though, great festival, great footage
Yeah.
and stuff. That
So I won't spoil all the stuff of the details of the stuff that I saw, but my hands down, my favorite thing that I saw all weekend was the Nosferatu trailer.
yes.
Oh, they had a whole trailer.
Oh
for it?
my God, Cody! It's just it's meant to be. It was just meant. This man, Robert Eggers, has been trying to make this movie. Probably what? I think
It's been almost a decade.
Right?
It was when The Witch came out. They started talking about it.
I remember he talked about it like right after that,
Yeah.
and I was like, that is.
Sorry.
Hey, Robert, Christian's talking right now. Anyway, go on, Christian.
Thank you, Cody. So yeah, that got me. You did that fucking shit on purpose.
Damn it! What happened?
But yeah. Anyways, the Wolfman also. Oh,
Wolfman. Yeah, I didn't realize they showed that. That's
They
cool.
showed a
Just
very-
little bit.
That's cool.
very brief stuff from that as well.
Because they're still filming, I think, right?
Yeah. They literally
Probably
like,
just started filming it. Yeah,
I think
they
so.
got pushed back, right?
the January of next
Yeah,
year. Yeah. The stuff, the very few little snippets of that we did see, I was just like, there's like one shot. I was just like, oh fuck. And it's so subtle. It doesn't show anything. It's just the way that it's just like, oh, there it is. Oh, So yeah, those are big standouts. I wish I didn't, and I'm gonna warn you all now. I did see the trailer for M. Night Shyamalan's Trap because he was there.
Dude.
It was a whole fucking Shyamalan family reunion, son.
Yes.
It was. I was in heaven. First of all, his newest movie is called Trap. I think it comes out in August. If you see if the trailer comes, like whenever it does come out, avoid it. Just don't. Fuck. It looks fucking awesome.
I think I heard the premise. I know what the premise.
Okay.
Does the trailer just say what the premise is?
It just reveals something. It's like, fuck, I
It's
would
like
have.
literally one shot that they could like remove, and then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, preceding stuff, it kind of goes into it. But, I mean, it's the point of the movie, so it's probably not a huge spoiler. But if I were in the theater and, like, within the first 30 minutes, I find out, like, whoa, I would have been like, fuck yeah, let's go. But it looks cool. But,
Yeah.
because there was a whole M. Night Shyamalan family reunion because before he came on, his daughter, Ishana Night Shyamalan,
Yes.
her movie, The Watchers,
Yeah.
she presented that first, which looks pretty cool, and then he popped up, and his presentation was awesome because he set it up to where the movie going experience, blah blah blah. It's when the lights go down and literally all the lights turn off, and then there's a spotlight on a singer, and then his other daughter. Who's in his movie?
Plays the singer, right?
She's a singer.
Yeah.
He's like, when a spotlight goes on the singer, and she does a musical number or whatever, and then she sings for the crowd, and then comes back up, and he's like, blah 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 blah, saying his piece. So I love that. I love that man.
It was very atmosphere.
Yeah.
Setting the tone for it.
Did he make some like super like far stretch to be like, we're in Vegas, and I gamble with storytelling myself.
No.
It reminds me, when I double down on a crazy plot point, I'm risking that with the audience.
There wasn't that, but what I will say, because that was the Universal panel, I believe.
Yes, yeah.
The Universal executive made a really poorly timed joke about Bruce Willis because I think it was something about like
I do remember
they're
this.
presenting like they're like, oh yeah, we have our next filmmaker out, and you know, he might have did something you remember because Bruce Willis is dead.
No,
and
yeah,
then
he
something to that effect.
He said
yeah.
they set up, you know, you all know him from like The Sixth Sense,
Mm-hmm.
and then he jumped in by saying Bruce Willis is dead, like spoiler alert, and it's just like better
Right.
choice of words.
And then you can literally hear the whole theater like,
Yeah, I had to-
Like,
like colleagues turn over me like, what was that about?
yeah. But I mean, no, you know, I know it was just a badly timed joke. It wasn't any offense. But,
Yeah, yeah, he didn't mean any ill will or anything
Yeah.
like that. But
I heard the Paramount guy came in on a chariot. Is that true?
yes,
Okay.
yes, for
so
Gladiator.
this is what I
2.
missed. I didn't see any. I heard the Gladiator 2 stuff.
I heard
was
two people
awesome.
actually fought to the death on stage. Is
There-
that true?
there
There was
was-
blood shed in Las Vegas. This
Oh,
week.
the what do you call it? Like the Gladiator 2 shield or whatever. It was like plastered up all over.
Oh, the
CinemaCon.
Coliseum,
It was
yeah.
in front of David's dick.
Oh,
Not
They
Caesar's.
blocked-
Not Caesar's wiener,
They
but you
blocked
know.
the wiener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
had to cover it up.
that's a shame.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a standout at Paramount.
Sorry.
Sorry,
I saw something that was another standout.
But yeah, I was gonna say like we could just talk about like the winners. I feel like
talk
of
about it.
everybody.
Mickey 17.
Mickey
like,
17
fucking
for Warner
hands
Brothers.
down.
Really?
It looks fucking awesome.
I heard other things.
I don't give a shit.
Mm.
It looks
feel like-
fucking awesome.
I feel like the people who like were saying negative things about that are people who don't have good taste because
Also true.
yeah, because
Who said it?
Not gonna say it.
I'm not gonna
Was
say
it Jeff
Not gonna say
Snyder?
it. Not gonna say it.
Was it Jeff Snyder?
Not gonna say it. Can I get a beer, Christian?
Okay. Which one do you want?
I don't care.
Depending on which one.
A
Yeah, give me the.
Pacifico?
Yeah.
All right. Anyways.
But yeah, no, it
Yeah, that was a standout for sure.
It was Snyder. All right. What?
It looks awesome. Yeah, it looks tonally like not a stretch for him because he's always had funny moments, but this is like a full-on sci-fi comedy. Like it looks fucking wacky and hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah,
very akin to like Okja and like
I haven't seen
I
that one
keep
yet.
hearing
yeah.
people describe the plot, and it feels like Moon. Isn't it like Moon? Is it different? Did it look different? At least tonally, it seems like it
Yeah,
was.
it looks
Yeah.
like it's got a bigger because Moon he's just by himself, right?
yeah.
Well, there's two.
Well, okay, but they're by themselves, right?
Yes.
This one you see like
Okay.
multiple of him.
It's,
yeah.
it's probably like Moon meets Edge of Tomorrow kind of situation.
Or also, and what's the other one? It's not so much like the Groundhog Day thing where they're reliving it. I think I don't know how much is known to the public, but like it's not like a reliving it sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of what's the one with Jake Gyllenhaal? That's another one. Of
Enemy?
No. The
Trying to think of dual roles here.
not dual roles, but like he's reliving something over and over.
Oh, Source Code.
Source Code. It reminded me a bit of. Oh, that's also.
That's also Duncan
yeah,
Jones.
okay.
joint.
All right.
That's-
Oh.
What's that guy up to, man?
He did that Warcraft movie.
He did
Oh, no,
Warcraft and he did Mute.
Mute.
And then what has he done since then?
I don't know.
Yeah. I miss Duncan
different
Jones.
maker.
Let's get some more Duncan Jones
Come back.
movies.
Come back.
Right.
Oh yeah, so yeah, Mickey 17, another highlight. The only
Yeah.
other things that I saw, what else did I see?
I mean, Joker 2 trailer that came out.
Oh yeah,
Were you at Lionsgate?
no, just Warner's and
Oh,
Universal.
right.
Yeah,
Universal's had the Wicked stuff that was huge, but
I loved everything that Universal did.
well, yeah.
It's a good panel.
Of course,
Yeah.
yeah. great.
Everything that they did, I was a big fan of, and that's I'm not BSing because
You're just saying it like
Nosferatu,
Yeah.
the Wolfman, all the Blumhouse stuff,
Even Wicked.
Wicked, the whole Wicked presentation was awesome.
Yeah.
Not related at all, but Blumhouse got Blair Witch. You guys hear about that? You read about
Yeah,
that?
so
That's
that
part
was
of Lionsgate,
that was
too.
part of Lionsgate
Oh,
thing.
oh right,
Yeah.
duh, yeah.
Yeah, they announced a reimagining of Blair
Yeah.
Witch Project. So
Yeah, Lionsgate
We'll see.
announced a lot. Like they announced they have a new Halle Berry horror movie coming out, Never Let Go. That looks pretty good. They have a new Strangers Chapter 1.
there's like 3 of them.
Yeah.
I think they shot them already. I think.
Oh, for
Danny
real?
Boyle's doing the first one, and then Nita Costa's doing
Rennie
the second
Harlan.
one. No, oh,
Sorry.
Shit, got it wrong. Sorry.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Um,
Shyamalan's daughter's doing the third one.
I'd watch it.
and then
Adopt me. Sorry.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's. I would love to be doxed by nice people. But yeah, no, the Michael Jackson trailer was the biggest thing out of Lionsgate. Like that
Okay.
was a big staple mark. And man, I gotta say, We did YouTube. We did a first cut reaction to that.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of views.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit, really?
yeah.
Michael, change the title right now to our reaction to the
trailer
Michael
reaction.
Jackson trailer. Yeah.
Just 2 hours of us reacting to Michael. Oh god.
But yeah, no, that was
It looks pretty dope, though.
it looks like a music biopic, but
Okay.
it's the fact that they got, Antoine Fuqua, he did Training Day and the Equalizer movies, and then
Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know it was him.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucking awesome.
and
All
then
right.
the guys producing it, he produced like The Departed and Argo and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a big kind of awards play kind of movie. Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
I'm hyped for that. But yeah,
like it.
Otherwise though, Gladiator 2 is probably the best trailer overall. Like,
Okay.
I feel like that came out. for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, I heard details, not from the ones spoiling on Twitter, just from other colleagues and on all this stuff. And I was like, sounds fucking pretty cool.
Dude, Pedro Pascal and like Paul Mescal, like
Mm-hmm.
they both see. It seems like it's gonna be a dual kind of co-star kind of role.
I
And
like it.
bro, Joseph Quinn.
Yeah, so I didn't know he was in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks sick. Like he looks evil.
Yeah,
Like,
because he was there to present A Quiet Place day one.
Can we stop showing that same trailer before every movie, guys? I mean, I'm excited for it. I'm gonna see it. Release another trailer for it.
Yeah,
Good God.
that trailer played before Civil War, and I got very nervous because there was a
No way you've avoided it at this point.
No.
way you've avoided it.
I've seen it.
Okay.
No, but there was a fucking comedian in the crowd, and the
Well, that
the-
looks stupid.
No, the
that guy.
text was like, prepare to be silent or something like that. And then there's a moment of silence. It was like, well, that was pretty loud.
Yeah.
And he just kept fucking doing that shit after every trailer. Like after Maxine, that trailer, he was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like just, oh, you're fucking funny. I think, yeah. But luckily, during the movie, because there's stretches of like silence in Civil War
Yeah.
that were like I was like, oh, please don't say anything. And no one said anything.
I almost said something during the First Omen. So this is the couple sitting right next to me, and they were just on their phone the entirety of the trailers.
I thought you were doing like, I'm going to be the funny guy during this.
No. But they're on their phone like the entirety of the trailer, giggling and shit. And like every now and then they put their phone away from the movie, thank God. But they started like giggling and shit and just talking pretty loudly. And I almost said something, but like during it, I was just kind of staring like this.
Did they ever look?
Yeah.
They got the looks.
And I was like,
Did they put it away?
well, the phones were already put away. They might have put something else away.
was gonna say,
But
oh,
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
something else was happening.
this ain't Love Lies Bleeding,
yeah.
is it? Oh,
Oh,
No.
I need to see that one too. Cody, I will say there was one trailer for a movie that was presented that was released to the public, and I'm going to tell you right now, do not see this movie.
Do not.
It is,
Oh, yeah, I know. See
it
No
is
Evil.
Speak
yeah,
No Evil.
Yeah, that's what it is. Sorry.
Yeah, the one with James
Yeah, you told me
McAvoy.
about that one.
I thought that looked pretty good.
No.
No. He's
It's-
saying to me.
Oh, the trailer?
I'm assuming something is going to happen with children.
I've seen the Danish film in which it is based off of, and Cody, don't watch that movie.
I also heard that it looks exactly the same.
It looks pretty much the
Why
same.
are we still doing this?
I don't know.
I like Let Me In. Like that's a good one. A
Right.
good recent example, I guess. But
that
like,
it wasn't shot for shot. It
No.
wasn't like the exact
I don't think
same.
so.
no, they
I don't-
changed some things.
Like,
but
was The Departed shot for shot?
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
Scorsese would.
Yeah. There was some changes. But
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Can I say one more? Can
Yeah.
I say one more? They showed I forget which studio it was. It might be Universal. They showed a trailer for The Amateur, which is a new movie starring Remy Malek. They're still filming in production.
I think that was technically Disney because
Oh,
it's
that was-
under either Searchlight
that was
or
Disney.
20th Century.
20th
Yeah.
Century, yes,
Mhm.
that was, yeah. That one looked really good. That was a
Okay.
surprise because it's like we love Remy Malek playing Mr. Robot. He's a hacker in that show. He's playing a hacker in this movie, but it's like an action hacker. Like
Ooh.
he's like hacking,
Fun.
but then you gotta go out there and start like getting
Blowing
in the
it down.
field. Yeah, I'm like, yo, all right, like
Okay.
this might be some good. This might be a good one right here.
How was the one I think I was most bummed that I didn't see was Alien Romulus.
Oh, I heard that looks awesome.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah,
I'm so
good.
stoked for that movie.
I'm
good.
so happy for that movie.
I'm not gonna spoil the whole trailer, but there is one visual where you kind of see a chest popper, like before
Chest burster.
a chest burster.
Yes, get
but
it right.
like you kind of see it like still inside the chest.
Nice.
Like
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Fetty Alvarez.
He's so fucking. He's like so perfect for that because his gore in his movies, obviously, like Evil Dead is like over the top, but you know, there's also some other like subtle stuff. Like I think in like Don't Breathe, I want to say there's some like pretty sick shit. What else did he do?
There's just gross stuff. In
Well,
general.
like Turkey Baster, but you know, What else did he do? He did that, Evil Dead, and then
the girl with the dragon tattoo. One of those.
oh, he did that one.
One of the
the sequel.
I forget
to
which
it.
one it was.
Yeah. I heard it wasn't bad.
The wasp nest or something like that. I don't know.
Then he produced a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm stoked. I cannot.
You're stoked and soaked.
Stoked and soaked.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like Disney had a bunch. They had the Deadpool, Wolverine. That was really the only Marvel thing, huh? They didn't do any Star Wars, huh?
No, they didn't do
no Star Wars on.
I think they kind of like
they don't have anything filming. Yeah.
Right.
And or no
CinemaCon, not TVCon.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Stay down there. Ew, TV. Ew.
They did say they had the new Daisy Ridley series in development. But they did show 35 minutes of Inside Out 2. That actually sold me. That sold me.
Okay.
I love the first Inside Out.
Nice.
So this one's looking pretty good too.
I didn't realize they didn't bring back Bill Hader.
Yeah, or Mindy
Kaling.
Kaling.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Not that I don't.
Amy Poehler's in it though.
But
She's back.
yeah.
I met her this weekend. It was great.
Yeah. What did you guys talk about?
No, just like I accidentally.
Talk about the eclipse.
We
Talk about
interviewed
things
her.
you-
We interviewed her for work, and then I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" I handed her a microphone. She's like, "Oh, thank you." I was like, "You're not supposed to have that. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it to my host." She's like, "Well, I could do that." She just made it funny. She's like, "Oh, I can do the interview." I was like, "Ah, you're the best.
You're a
You're
comedian.
amazing." Yeah. I do want to see that. I heard The Rock.
Yeah.
Sorry, real quick. So the Rock was there.
Yeah, he was fresh after his embarrassing moment at WrestleMania 40. I watched that, by the way.
It was
Oh.
good.
Did you guys watch WrestleMania?
I saw the clip.
I am back into wrestling.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when I say that, I'm not going to watch a single Monday Night Raw for the next year, but I'm
Until-
watching WrestleMania next year again.
There you
This is
go.
my new thing. I'm just going to watch WrestleMania
I
every
did
year.
see the clip and reactions to. Can I say it?
With The Undertaker?
Yeah. Okay.
I wish it was Stone Cold. I should have been Stone Cold.
Oh, okay.
Undertaker was
But
great.
the lights
it's
would have-
WrestleMania, Undertaker, I get it.
The lights
But
wouldn't have
man.
turned off.
Yeah, but no, it wouldn't have mattered. If you would have
No.
heard the glass breaking and Stone Cold walks out there with his vest that does not have penises on it, but he's walking out there, oh, fuck yeah, Miller Lights in his hands, give him the fucking stunner, would have been incredible. Oh, my God.
Okay.
Wrestling's amazing.
Okay.
Anyway, go on.
Anyways,
The Rock
yeah.
was at CinemaCon 2
Dwayne
days later.
Johnson.
Right, okay.
Right. Preferred. Yeah, he was there. I think he did like a whole dance number.
Yeah. He had like a bunch of people come out from Wanda too. Yeah.
Okay.
That was cute. But the biggest thing to me was Barry Jenkins came out for Mufasa. Showed
Alright.
a little,
We interviewed him as well. Very sweet.
Yeah, he super nice guy. And then the fact he said he put as much passion into Mufasa as he did Moonlight. So like
There
that
we
kind of gets me excited. I know he's probably saying that because Disney paid him a lot of money, but like for some reason I believe this dude. You know what I mean? And the trailer for Mufasa looked good. It looks like The Lion King, but it looks like a little bit nicer, a little bit more elevated, some more close-ups. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm laughing because Kyle Harlow says Cody saw at least 12% of WrestleMania.
I saw the last 3 matches,
Hey, there we
which
go.
were the biggest matches.
How
the
long
most
is
important
WrestleMania?
matches. It's 2 days.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
There you go.
Full 48
2
hours?
like long shows.
48 hours of wrestling?
It's not continuous wrestling.
It
They
should
do like
be.
2 like I forget if it's like 4 or 5 hours each day,
Okay.
and they do that. But
All right.
Hey, I started following wrestling again when Kofi Kingston, he won like the championship. Yeah.
Utani.
sounds right. It's
Yeah.
Osaka.
That was like it's
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
What was that? 2022, 2021?
I don't know. It's before by the time I got back into it. I got
okay.
back into it in 2024. So
Okay.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. But guys, the fucking main event was incredible, man. It was Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns, I believe, from Fast 10, Fast 9, one of those. Which one was he in? Roman Reigns was in one of them. No, Hobbs and Shaw. Is that what he was?
He might have been. I don't know.
He was
I
in
don't
one of
even
those flicks.
know.
Anyway, yeah, it was great. They were fighting. This was a long battle, long storyline. Apparently, that it was culminating in this. Then, like, The Rock runs out, John Cena runs out. Then the lights go out. The Undertaker comes out. And then he knocks them all out. And then Cody wins. A guy named Cody won the championship. Of course, I'm going to be stoked for this, guys.
Okay.
Yo.
Come on.
So Cody won, but The Undertaker didn't?
The Undertaker wasn't fighting. He was just there to get The Rock out of there. Because The Rock's like, hey, I'm a bad guy right now. I'm the heel. I'm the final boss. Is his personality.
I'm going to go on
right
Fox News. Isn't that cheating, though?
now. No, it's
not
because
cheating?
it was. I don't remember what the terminology was called, but it was basically like a no rules type match or something like that, where these things are allowed. So people are allowed to come in and out. They set it up beautifully. Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway,
Good stuff.
anyway, Vegas. Anything else? you guys doing any gambling? You guys party?
Nah, I didn't really know.
Yeah.
I just worked the whole time.
I lost about
Barely-
$50 to the slots.
Barely slept.
You're a slot guy, huh?
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
no.
Dirty
You'd be
slot.
fun at blackjack. We never played blackjack together.
I would love to play blackjack.
I sat at one table. I lost like $200.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yikes.
boy,
Oh, I've been worse.
totally get. I've had worse
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
than this.
Anything that's ever lower than or more than the worst times, I'm like, oh, this was a party. Yeah.
Now we don't learn how to count cards. Like I used to know how to count cards.
You don't
but-
say that on camera.
Oh,
I watched the special feature on the DVD of 21, and it's
Oh,
like,
with
you want to
Kevin
learn how to
Spacey?
count cards? And I was like, yes, I do. Totally forgot it.
Nah, they taught that at like math camp way back when I was like in middle school. Yeah, I was like, man, they teach us
Math
to-
camp?
I want to go to math camp.
No, you don't.
It sounds like it'd make math a lot more fun.
It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
What'd you guys do? Long division.
Shots.
Long division outside.
They're
Yeah,
like
it was
calculating the
nuts.
blood alcohol level on the shots they're taking. They're like, let's fucking do this.
Yeah. Well, it was middle school, so I don't know if we're doing shots.
Wow,
but
Cody.
Shots
Sure you
to
are.
milk.
Those are
you know?
minors
Yeah.
drinking.
Apparently, I had a much more exciting middle school experience than you guys did.
That's why you suck at math, because you were drinking the whole time.
It's like euphoria middle school over
Yeah.
here. Jesus, like,
Come on, man.
It's getting shit faced before
yeah.
the 8th grade.
Hey, man. Pre-algebra was difficult. Anyway.
Was it?
No.
I was like, oh my
Not
god.
enough to get drunk
Oh my
over.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Algebra 2, I can see, but
Yeah.
geometry, I get it.
All right.
But yeah, I think that's it. There's a lot of good stuff. It was all really exciting. It was nice to be at this event and see a lot of stuff in the coming out in the future. You
Yeah.
know, like because.
For a second, I thought we were still talking about WrestleMania.
No.
I was like, you saw it too?
No.
Sorry, God. Sorry.
Oh, there was a really funny moment during the
That's funny.
during the Warner Brothers presentation because James Gunn came on on a video from the set of Superman, and he was just like, oh, I basically just thanked everybody because Guardians was such a success. Movie theaters are great, blah blah blah. And he kind of set it up to like here's what we have going for the DCU, even though he's kind of already. He did that video that explained here's everything that's coming out in the future, and then Peter Safran came out, and it so felt like they were gonna show something or here's some other stuff that we're doing, and there was one dude in front of us that was just like, dude.
Yeah.
Pretty
Name
funny.
names.
I legit have no idea who it was. I was like, he's excited,
Snyder, wasn't it?
and then he wouldn't do that.
Yeah. That's
He'd be like,
yeah.
I don't know his laugh. I should. I sat near him during the Flash last year.
You
and
see him this year?
I didn't see him this year. No, I
I
didn't.
saw him, yeah.
You
I
saw
saw
him?
him.
I didn't see him this year.
He's wearing a suit. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
looking good. He was looking good. Had to come
Okay.
over looking
All right.
nice. Yeah.
Giving hot takes on Twitter, I'm sure.
And hot
Very
takes
hot
on the hot
takes.
mic.
Hot mic.
Hot
Okay.
mic, buddy.
There
Check
you
it
go.
out every Thursday.
Yeah.
Love it.
But yeah, then there was just no footage of Superman.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Makes
they had
sense.
nothing.
It was a documentary about Christopher Reeves.
Oh well, that looks fantastic though.
Yeah.
It's called Superman, the Christopher Reeve story.
Yeah,
and
it was beautiful.
It looks like instant tears just all the way through. But yeah,
Yeah, besides, Warner Brothers, I definitely think Mickey 17. Paramount had the Gladiator too. Paramount had another phenomenal thing too, but yeah, every studio had their standout marquee thing, and they really landed.
yeah.
on it,
Universal
so.
was the best by far.
Yeah, Universal was fire.
We're all in agreement on that.
And then they actually did you see the Fall Guy?
No,
screen?
I was working.
Oh damn! Fall Guy was really good too. Fall Guy was.
They
really,
screened
really
that
good
and they
too.
screamed Babes.
Babes. I didn't watch that.
Is
one,
that the
I'll be
sequel to
honest.
Babe, Pig in the City?
No.
Well, shit.
That would have got me involved, right?
Damn it.
Yeah. I always feel like they show one movie that everybody's hyped for, and then one movie that nobody cares about.
Hey,
That they're trying to build awareness for.
I think
Yeah.
Babes has a good percentage on Rotten Tomatoes.
No,
You
it
just
does.
Stop
It
it.
does. It
You
does. But
stop it.
They did the same thing last year with Joyride, and then look what happened.
I heard that movie's good too.
Did we watch it?
I haven't seen it.
I see it either.
But if I wasn't working during that, I probably would have seen it. I did an interview for that too. I didn't do it. Well, actually, I did do it. Yeah, with the Joyride crew. They were all really great last year.
really?
Did you end up saying, going to see your movie? Can't wait to see it.
Nope.
Okay.
It was the best kind of interview. I just gave them questions like, you guys read it yourselves. And it was like
awesome.
all of them. So like,
Nice.
don't put me on camera. It was awkward because like I was like sitting in the spot where my camera would be, and I'm like facing them. So I'm like, oh, I wish I was behind the camera somewhere. They didn't have to be right here.
Can I show love to one more movie from CinemaCon?
Sure.
One more announcement, I should say. They show footage from this movie called The Good Fortune. It's directed by Aziz Ansari, starring Aziz Ansari, but like also starring Keanu Reeves, Seth Rogen, like all these things.
It's like his first movie, right?
His first directorial effort, and the trailer looked great.
Okay.
Aziz Ansari basically went up there and started doing stand up. Pitch perfect. I really want to see this movie. Like it's gonna be great.
He had another one he was making that he just stopped because it had Bill Murray in it, and I think like they couldn't ride around his role after like his stuff happened like last year before, something like that.
Oh,
But,
right.
Yeah, so I think he pivoted to this one. But yeah,
Nice.
I'm excited.
Yeah. All right. CinemaCon. Another year down.
How are the vibes like during the week? Is it like not at the level of Comic-Con, I'm assuming, but like I don't know, how are the vibes at CinemaCon? Is it just like, all right, let's walk to this room together, we're gonna
Business Vegas.
okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's in suits. Everyone's very serious. This is an important thing we got to do.
Suits, not like superhero suits.
Suits.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Soups was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
My man
good to know.
Juju was
Superman?
Good to know.
there. No, the TikToker. Yeah.
Oh.
Soups. Yeah.
Yep. Mhm.
That's your
Ramos.
boy?
Not my boy. Juju's my boy.
Okay. All
Did you see that video of me on Instagram? Me and Juju cutting it up on the
dance floor?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
shit. You better have won.
Well, no, it was a tie. It was a fair tie. I gotta give my man some credit there.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All
Sure,
right.
I had Goofy.
Cool.
How are the parties? Open bar?
Yes.
Yes. Essential.
I only went to 2.
And they did not.
No, they did.
Bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice.
Pineapple Hennessy, my drink of choice.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah, good time.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, no, it was good. And then I feel like the last day was really, you was there at the last party. Everybody was there at the last party. I feel like that was the day everybody just like let it loose for sure.
Okay.
Jeremy Johns was there. Did you see Jeremy?
Jeremy was there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I
Yeah.
ran into him and I was like, we got to, because I saw him last year at CinemaCon, and we were talking about like a very specific subject.
Yeah.
And I brought it up again. He was like, every year at CinemaCon, this is what we got to talk about. It's very funny. Yeah, he's great. It was cool running into him and saying what's up. I didn't really see anybody else. I just saw you guys and your crew. I really didn't get out that much.
You didn't go to the
outside of-
lazy river? You didn't edit from the lazy river?
I
If there's one vibe that would be your heaven, it's you just editing while floating around in a lazy river.
I know.
Oh my god.
I saw your Carlos, your old college buddy.
Carlos was
No, so I think I literally got home and either on Saturday or Sunday I saw he was in Vegas with his girl, and they were at the lazy river. Like he took a photo of the lazy river, and I was like,
That's where they were?
I was like, that lazy river.
Oh my god.
It was so funny.
Take me back.
I know. No, yeah, I did not have time for like anything else. Even that last party that we went to, Remsen and I went to Giordano's, like the deep dish pizza place across the street, and then we're like, if we have time, because like we weren't like dressed up or anything, so we just kind of like, all right, we'll see, because I saw everybody walking towards it was all dressed up, and then we just kind of walked right in.
Yeah, no.
Took a couple drinks, and yeah, it was fun.
It's a good time, man. Yeah, I love it. Hopefully, we do it again next year, round 3. Are y'all doing a Comic-Con situation this year, or?
I can't get out of the house for more than 20 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
More than likely,
Did you go last year?
Comic-Con?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably go this year. I don't know what like the extent of what we'll do, but more than likely. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably
Word.
Comic-Con, D23 maybe too.
Okay. I don't know about no D23, but
I went one year and I thought it was pretty cool. This is before like everyone hated everything too. During the good times.
Right.
I remember
What was the peak of like people enjoying things? Was it like 20?
it's probably like
I feel like 2019, honestly.
no. I think before Force Awakens.
yeah.
I think as soon as Force Awakens came out, I think that ruined it for
Yeah.
everyone. And I don't mean that anything against the movie
Movie's
because
good.
I like the movie a lot, but I think that set us on a path
Yeah.
of like certain expectations for film that just things got like way worse. Yeah. Unfortunately.
That's interesting. Yeah, I
And
guess
I-
we put it that way.
like if Force Awakens pushed the ball down the hill, Last Jedi went off.
You know,
Yeah.
but
Last Jedi kicked the ball first.
Yes.
but in that same vein, I would almost kind of argue if you know, I almost kind of argue Man of Steel really kicked it off in that case.
Oh,
Ooh.
Like,
that's pretty good.
That might be
Ooh.
really like
That's pretty.
That's
you
like
know,
the seasoning.
Yeah, because the year
know.
before that we had like Avengers.
Yeah, Dark
Everything
Knight
was happy.
Rises.
Yeah, the Nolan trilogy just
Yeah.
wrapped. Everything was good.
The Nolan, like literally,
Yeah.
even though the Dark Knight Rises is like a mediocre movie, people still loved it. Like
I love it.
still love it.
I like it a
still
lot.
love it.
I like it a lot. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I still love it. But it's like, but if that came out in 2019 or 2020,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
people would have
Yeah,
killed
yeah.
Dark
It
Knight
would have been
Rises.
shit. Yeah,
Killed
it would have been
it.
shit on. Yeah.
That's fair because over Man of Steel, there's still this sort of like. I'm not gonna shut on
Say
fandom.
it. Careful.
There's still this like facade over it that people like it.
It's a good movie. We're not doing this. We're not doing this right now.
Did we do the commentary together?
Yeah, we did.
You did,
I'm
right?
Pretty sure.
I remember RB3 fucking dying at the eyeball shot. And he was like, I forgot about the fucking eyeball.
He zooms right into
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's amazing.
I remember initially liking it, and then on repeat, it kind of got worse for me.
I like it a lot.
Okay.
yeah, I too enjoy it.
But well, maybe because BVS was even more controversial.
yeah,
Yeah,
I would
but
say,
that
right?
was post Force Awakens, right after Force Awakens, I guess. So that was right when it was gaining that,
It was just
that
the
speed and that
polarization.
momentum,
Yeah.
just going.
And then I
It's
feel like
avalanche.
Yeah.
Rogue One also was kind of. I know people that's like a fan favorite, but
Rogue
Yeah.
One, like the ball was going in, and then goes up a hill,
yeah,
and then it lands again. I think is what happened there, and then it starts going down.
Yeah, people like I feel like the discourse around Rogue One was like disheartening, but kind of refreshing because people didn't hate it. But when Last Jedi came out, then it's
it
like
was just
We
game
should
over.
have known when the drama behind Rogue One was going on, and everyone was just extensively like figuring out what was going, like reporting on it and trying to like speculate and shit like that.
Yeah.
We should have known that was a precursor to what was going on. It was the catalyst,
True.
if you will.
Yeah. Oh, hey, there you go.
Mhm.
Yeah, because that movie is kind of funny because it's like the first, I want to say like 2/3 of the movie is just kind of like it's okay.
The rest of it is
Well,
like
that's
you can
the
argue
thing.
is the greatest.
That's the thing. The very last 30 or 40 minutes of the movie
Yeah.
is good, but it's also like it's kind of nostalgia bait a little bit. They're like literally
It's kinda
reusing.
perfect.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I fucking liked it. I was like, they're reusing footage from other things, and then Leia saying help. It's like, oh shit. So it's like I think it like reeled them in.
the end of that movie
last-
felt like a roller coaster. You know what I mean? Like you're
Yeah.
going around and it's like, oh, hope, and now we're back to the station. Like that's where it like ends. Like this is crazy like thrill ride the last 30 minutes of that.
I'll never forget. I always bring it up on the show. When Cody and I left The Last Jedi, we were walking back to our car. We were like, holy shit.
Yeah.
This movie's going to fucking crush. People are going to lose. People are going to lose their minds. This movie's so good. They lost their minds but
Yeah.
for
The
other
wrong
for
reasons.
fucking
Yeah.
other reasons, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I did not anticipate that
I love
shit.
that thing. We walked out of there.
Oh yeah, no, I still do. I
Yeah.
still stand by that movie. I fucking love Last Jedi.
Yeah.
It's just so funny that, because even in the room we're like, this is pretty good, right? Like
Yeah.
we're all good. There's a woman crying. 'Cause
Yeah.
she thought Leia died.
I want to say there was an applause, which is weird for a media screening, but like
Yeah.
it was, like the vibes were good. I want to say,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was good stuff.
And after
And then
all,
then Solo, then Rise of Skywalker, then
Marvel like ended, then it was like,
yeah,
that was a high.
Yeah,
That was a
yeah.
big high.
But that's what I was. That's where my 2019 number came in, was the Avengers Endgame. Like I feel like that really was like, okay, now we're really just gonna hate everything. Like, there's
because
gonna
nothing
be,
can get to this level again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, it seems like they have kind of paused on stuff, right? Like a bunch of the Marvel stuff. Like
Yeah.
Deadpool and Wolverine's like the only thing coming out this year as far as film,
movies.
right?
Yeah.
There's
But
TV shows, I think.
TV
still.
shows. Anybody watching X-Men '97?
I watched the
No,
recent episode because it was such a thing. I watched the pilot and then I watched the most recent one.
That's a good way to watch it.
Yeah. Just skip 4 episodes
Yeah.
in between.
Yeah,
Highly
yeah,
recommend.
Right.
It was like a 2-minute previous line. I was like, thank God.
I don't know, man. They
All
changed
right.
Rogue.
They changed Rogue. For
They
real?
changed Rogue. She's not the same Rogue.
Oh, it's a different voice, different.
Different other things.
Oh,
That was something that people were crying
Yeah,
about.
five seasons or something.
I
But,
did think that episode, even though I didn't have the previous episode's context, I thought it was a very well done.
Dude, episode 5.
Work
that
of
one,
fiction. Yeah,
that
like,
one
it
had
was
me.
great.
Yeah, because that aired during CinemaCon.
Oh,
I was in
you were,
my
watching
hotel
it during
room.
it?
Yeah, in my hotel room one night. Tears, man.
Yeah.
Tears. Tough.
And you just lost $500 at a table too, so
Right. It was hitting even harder.
Yeah.
Just 3
They're like,
pineapple.
sir, you
Henny.
can't have your phone out on the blackjack tables.
Yeah. Like, are you watching what's happening right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 pineapple hennies deep. You're just like, oh god. X-Men 97. That's prime Marvel right there. That's really good television.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never really watched the cartoon that much.
I never watched it at all.
Never did?
Like never at all.
So you just picked up and
You weren't even
reminded me?
alive, I don't think.
Literally not. I was born in
Yeah.
97. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
So
Jesus criminy.
yeah, I literally just started watching it from where X-Men 97 started. And
Okay.
just been picking up from
Yeah,
there.
because like I've seen bits and pieces of the old show when I was like a kid, and with this newest one, I got to see everything else. You know, like I watched the Spider-Man animated series like religiously back in the day. And it's like the same. It was like Fox Animated Studios back in the day or whatever. Yeah, but so if there's a Spider-Man 97, I'll do it. I'll watch it. You know, bring back Greg Brady, the guy who was Greg Brady in one of the movies in like the comedy movies from the Brady Bunch back in the day. I think he voiced.
Spider-Man?
Spooderman. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
back in the day. Yeah.
I beat that one.
More you know. More you know.
Didn't-
What I want to know is Jonathan Ramirez says RB3 thoughts on Drake diss to Kendrick Lamar. What do you think?
I'll be honest with y'all. I'm such a Kendrick Lamar loyalist.
Whoa.
I didn't even listen to the diss.
Dang.
I was like, I'm not gonna let Drizzy Drake try and disrespect my boy K. Dot. That
Okay.
wasn't gonna happen.
For those who are watching who don't know what's going on, care to explain? I know,
Oh, right.
Christian knows, but like
Yeah.
for those who don't, maybe
Yeah,
just
yeah.
give it like a Cliff
No
Notes
idea.
version of what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah. I'll give it, Cliff
Yeah.
Notes for not you and Christian.
And I'll be sure to, say, anything that you missed, of course.
Yeah.
'Cause
Right,
I know
right.
exactly what's happening, but
Stand
just
up.
let them know.
Be
Yeah,
humble.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Hold up, little bitch. All right, sorry.
Yeah, so basically,
I know some songs.
Yeah, that's a hit. That's a bob.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's like the only one I know. No.
But yeah, no, Kendrick Lamar dissed Drake a few weeks ago on a Future album. Really hard hitting diss. Not the hardest diss, but Kendrick got at Drake pretty good. But since then, a plethora of other people have started dissing Drake. So Rick Ross has dissed Drake. Some other people have dissed Kendrick Lamar, like J. Cole dissed Kendrick Lamar back because him and Drake are friends. But J. Cole actually deleted his diss and deleted it off, apologized for his diss and deleted it off his streamings.
Okay.
He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean what I said.
No,
I
literally.
thought we were just playing.
Literally. So, but now Drake is like, okay, I'm literally a lone soldier fighting like 8 people. I have to come out and respond. And he responded to Kendrick Lamar this weekend. And I didn't hear the diss, but people are saying it's pretty good. But I'm too much of a Kendrick Lamar fan to even think about streaming it. Yeah.
This makes me think there was a period of time when like YouTubers were doing diss tracks on each other, and it was really stupid. It was like they clearly had ghostwriters, and it was like terrible. But it just made me think how funny it would be if people in the film sphere did diss tracks against each other.
Yeah. We should have taken advantage of that. We should have spoofed that shit.
We should have
good.
oh my
Yeah.
god, it would have been so. I think
Oh,
we could have
man.
done a legit something really
Yeah.
good, but also just comedic. You
Yeah.
know,
I had a diss track for that dude Ryan Schnelling for a cool minute. You know what I mean? I had one for him. He's laying in the tub. Never released
You got
it.
one ready? Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
You still have it?
Oh yeah, somewhere. It's
Did you
somewhere.
record anything, or you just have like lyrics?
And I recorded it. It's on the beat. It's all that. You know what I mean?
Ryan's great, by the way.
Ryan would be a good
Ryan
sport
is-
about that if you released it.
Oh, was this during like when they were doing their after show?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They said something
Oh,
I
my
didn't like,
God.
just rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of things that they said it, but that was also during a time where there was just like, messages.
Definition of miscommunication,
Yeah.
misunderstandings was during
Yeah.
that time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Although I'm very fucking curious. I
Yeah.
kind of want to hear this. I want to hear this.
I
shit.
gotta find it.
Yeah.
Please do. We won't have to. I just want to hear it that's amazing. That's funny. Okay, thank you for the. I mean, we knew all this stuff, but it's good to
Yeah, it's
reassure.
good for the people who don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conan was really funny.
It was. Did you
It's
guys watch
fast.
that?
Oh,
The Hot Ones?
Yeah.
I've seen that episode
yeah.
3 times.
Fucking ridiculous, man.
I'm not even subscribed to the channel.
No,
and I've
no.
watched that episode 3 times.
I do watch those episodes pretty frequently, and so seeing him pop
Good
up was just
Lord.
a fucking delight.
That was
Yeah.
really funny.
I love that people are just now like discovering him too, and then like this guy deserves all the
That's
love.
crazy to me. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not that crazy because there's younger people out there,
Yeah.
but his podcast is really great.
Yeah.
Wow, that young guy, that young guy, Conan O'Brien. Wow, what an up and comer.
How old is that guy? Oh, 60. Okay.
Oh, geez.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got. I'm excited to see his Max or HBO. I love that
Yeah.
he didn't know that. I'm excited to see his Max show.
Yeah.
I'm glad because I know he announced like a show. I don't know if this was the show. I think it was supposed to be
They
something.
never
else.
announced it was because that was people were confused thinking it was gonna be like a weekly variety show,
Right.
like Last Week Tonight or something like that along those lines. But he said he never said that. That's just what was reported, and
Right.
then they went with the traveling show.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take any new Conan
Yeah.
content. Quick side tangent. I wanted to mention Conan because he's in the thumbnail.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Justified.
Yep.
Did you see the? I've only seen the first like 2 episodes of it, but also on Max was the Jerrod Carmichael.
Yes.
No,
Dude.
I want to. Yeah.
Oh my god! Have
funny?
you seen clips?
I know Bo Burnham's in it.
It's
in
like
the
clearly
mask.
him.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
so fucking fun.
Yeah.
It's a little sad and depressing, but like the first episode is with Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
It
he's, like,
fucking
trying to hit
kills
on
me,
him.
man. He's so
Yeah.
fucking because like Jerrod talks about a lot how he like basically had a crush on Tyler the Creator.
Mhm.
Like he wanted like basically like ask him out.
Yeah.
And I think he like expressed it in a text to Tyler the Creator, and Tyler the Creator had like a very Tyler the Creator response.
Yeah.
But then when they did their interview with each other, Tyler the Creator was like, I think I said something like super like really lame and basic, like shut your bitch ass up. And he's like, yeah, you did that, and then you laughed, and he was like, I did, and he just laughs in his face, and then it cuts back to Jerrod just like serious,
Yeah.
like taking it all in. Oh my god,
Yeah.
he like farts in the interview. It's great.
Yeah,
It's great.
No,
Yeah.
Jerrod Carmichael is like one of a kind. Like that's
Yeah.
one of my favorite comedians out
Yeah.
there. For sure, for sure.
So those first 2 episodes at least were really funny. I wanted to bring that up. Fallout.
Oh, you're
Anybody watching
recommending
Fallout?
Saw the pilot.
Saw the pilot?
Fell asleep during the middle portion.
Doesn't count.
I fell asleep. No. I think I saw most of it because they broke the pilot up into like 3 sections, right? I think I
Yeah.
saw all of the first section
Mhm.
with the girl from Yellow Jackets.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
It took me a second to figure out who that was.
Mhm.
The next section I caught maybe half of it, then I dozed off, and then I woke up during the ghoul section, I guess.
Yeah. Walton Goggins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 2 episodes in. I'm probably after this wraps, I'm gonna probably watch a bunch tonight.
I know nothing about the game, never played it.
Oh, you don't have to.
So
That's-
like I don't. Is that the tone of the game? The
yeah,
tone of
I
the
mean,
show, does that match the game?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I think so. The show, like within the first couple of minutes, like it's not not the opening. The opening is like really good.
Yeah.
But the overall vibe of the show just gives me like Paul Verhoeven, like Starship Troopers, RoboCop,
Okay.
like this sort of like satirical, while also like just like look at this wacky world that we live in. It's so well developed. The world is completely lived in. It's really perfect if you are a fan of the games because they do tiny little things where it's like, oh, that's that. Ooh, that's that. But it's all in service of like a really good story with really good like all
Are
the
they
actors.
following the plot of the game, or is this more just doing its own thing?
It's technically canon with the games, so they're just doing their own thing. Because in the games, like the bombs go off in 2077 and takes place. Each game takes place, in different times, and Fallout 3 takes place, I think, like 200 something years later. Okay. Fallout 4 is a little bit earlier, or maybe even a little bit later than that. That's the cool thing is like each of the games they do their own kind of separate thing, all within this same sort of universe. And this one is just another exception to that because there's like over 120 something vaults, and so you can literally do anything with those vaults. Like the third game, you literally are born inside of the vaults, and then you grew up. Your dad is Liam Neeson. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
And then you have to go off and kind of find him. That's the closest thing that this has
Okay.
to that. And then Fallout 4 is like you actually witness the bombs going off, and then you go into the vault, you freeze, and then like 200 something years later, you're off searching for your son. So there's really some parallels to those.
Okay.
But like so far for what I've seen, I've only seen the first 2 episodes. Like no specific characters or anything like that pop up. But like creatures, weapons. They literally use it kind of cracks me up because it's a little silly, but they use a stim pack, which is like it's the needle thing that they stick in them. It's just like that like instantly heals you kind of in the game, and it's like she gets like a cut and she just does it in. She's like, oh, she's fine. I'm like, all right, I'll take it. You know.
Right.
Yeah. So tiny little things like that. Even the context of like the thumb, because the thumb with the bobblehead guy is so like iconic, and then putting context behind that with I don't even remember if that's like part of the game. If
Size
like
of the explosion.
to the thumb. I don't like I like the game. I don't know that much, but I was like, oh shit, that's really really cool.
It's deep. Yeah.
So I'm stoked. I mean, I like Jonathan Nolan too.
So good. He's so good.
I didn't realize this was him. Is he show running it? Or is he just
Show running
directing
and I think he directed and wrote. Well, he definitely wrote throughout the series. He directed like the first 4 episodes, I think.
Okay.
And then it's the same homegirl he collaborated on with Westworld, right? If I'm not mistaken.
As far as creator goes,
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, I
can
think
probably
they're
see that.
both co-created. I don't know if I'm mistaken on that.
Maybe, but this is it's just like so far for what I've seen. I haven't finished the show, but like this is like I don't know if it's like in the same caliber as Last of Us, but in the sense that of a video game adaptation, like this is perfect.
Doing a source material justice.
Yes, because like Last of Us is very specific. It's a very linear story about specific characters. Fallout, you could literally do anything, and they set this world up beautifully. All the stuff with the Brotherhood of Steel, which I think you fell asleep during.
Probably. Yes, they were the soldiers.
The soldier guys, yes. But yeah, like the Vault Dweller, the fucking the scene with the ghoul in like the small town and that little shootout, all the different guns that they have. It's great.
Okay.
Good stuff. Very happy.
All right.
Yeah.
Good stuff. People were like so worried about this show, and I remember from the first trailer, it looked fucking great. So I think it's good.
Yeah, I really want to peep that one. Like that is gonna be next on my I watched the pilot, but I want to go because honestly, I love the idea that it's an adaptation without directly giving the exact story. So I'm here for it. I'm hyped.
Yeah. It's a perfect setup. I think a lot of like open world games can be justified that way in terms of an adaptation because you can literally go out as long as you establish the world. I feel like, and if you have a good story to tell, you can kind of fit it in there nicely. Whereas obviously Last of Us is like very direct, or Uncharted, it's pretty direct. Like you can't do an Uncharted adaptation in the world of Uncharted without Nathan Drake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. There's no like Master Chief. There's no Nathan Drake. You're just kind of
just the game is the world.
Yeah. And I can only imagine. I haven't seen the discourse on it. I don't know if people love it or anything.
It's been pretty well received.
Because I can imagine the show's woke. Oh my god. I'm sure everything is wrong with the show. I don't know. I can only assume. But it's so far as a fan of the games, the 2 that I've played, 3, Fallout New Vegas. It's a good one. I'm a fan.
Okay.
Don't check it out.
I'll see if I can get on to episode 2. We'll see.
Yeah, and then all 8 episodes are out. I didn't know that.
Right.
I was very surprised. I came home on Friday. I'm like, I'm gonna start watching Fallout. They're all here.
Right.
Lovely.
Yeah.
That leads to that conversation people have been having online a lot. Streaming, dropping weekly, or binging online.
I'm all for both of it.
Yeah,
both of them.
I
think, yeah, because The Last of Us was like one of the last shows where it felt like an event. Because like every week the episode comes out, me and Cody are like, oh my god, we were like texting about it and sort of letting it kind of sit. I don't want every show to be you can binge all 8, in a row. But I think there are pros and cons to both of them, and there's different writing styles you can do for a show that's being released weekly and one you can binge all the way through.
Yeah.
So
I do think it depends if they like tell the writers ahead of time. Like that does help a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can tell too. Like if there's a show that comes out that was clearly written to be binged all the way through, it's going to be like, I feel like you can tell by the endings, like Stranger Things, like the last season, they clearly did that to where it's like, because it was like 6 episodes and then 2 a couple months later or something like that. It was kind of weird. But if like they did Only Murders in the Building, which is like very, episode by episode kind of thing, like it'd be kind of weird if, you can kind of tell, I guess. I think that one's a week to week too. Dave too, like so platforms.
Yeah, I like the weekly more, but I don't really care strongly enough either way.
Wasn't because Amazon, because The Boys, they were kind of like 2 a week or something like that, right? They did a weird one too.
I want to say that first season was all in one. I want to say
first season was, yeah.
And then they started spacing it out.
They did like the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, Amazon does that a lot. They'll release like the first 3 at once. Like Apple does that too.
Yeah.
And then after that, they'll do weekly.
Yeah, because usually Hulu is the one that's like actually week to week.
Well, sometimes Hulu drops all at once too, though. Like
I know Shogun was week to week.
The Bears week to, or it was Bears binge.
Oh yeah,
Bears
yeah,
binge,
I guess so.
And then they had this other one. I mean, a small one called This Fool. It's like a Mexican comedy. That one was like all binge, but then they canceled that. But it just to me, it's like it to me, binging definitely distinguishes like the shows that are like mediocre versus the shows that are like really great. If it's like a mediocre show weekly, I'm not going to tune in. Like,
Go back to the Bear though. I mean, the
Bear is all in one.
Bear's critically acclaimed, and they released that all at once. But I don't know.
I think it just depends. Yeah, I think it depends on like the caliber of show, and then also maybe their overall release schedules. Like maybe they do 3 episodes, and like, okay, now we only have 5 weeks of The Boys, and then once that finishes, then we have this new show. The kind of, you know what I mean? They don't want to like overlap with things. I don't know.
But then it is just like, yeah, I do wish some streaming services would like be consistent with it, because when all the Marvel shows are weekly, but then the one thing that they do binging is Echo, it's like y'all kind of saying something with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I see what you mean.
They have like the least amount of faith in, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But then again, I feel like there's a lot of weekly shows that come out that are like, y'all could have did this binging. Like low key, like I'm not trying to hate on She-Hulk. I actually like She-Hulk.
I like She-Hulk a lot.
I feel like She-Hulk might have been one of those shows that might have been a funner binge than it would have been a weekly show.
I had a blast every episode.
Yeah.
Megan Thee Stallion at the end, just twerking with She-Hulk. I was like, this is fun. Why are people hating this?
Yeah, they were hating on
I get it, kind of, I guess. But that's not my She-Hulk. She would never twerk.
Yeah.
Tweak.
Sorry.
She was also
tweeting.
She was also tweeting. So
I said tweak, but yeah, tweeting as well. Yeah. Wongers. I like that girl. I think that was funny. Yeah, it just depends. I got to imagine too, like the intent is there in like when they're setting up a show. You know, like they go in. I'm sure they have conversations with creators and showrunners. You know?
I mean, the Scott Pilgrim showrunner just did a thing today, I think, shitting on the binging model. He's like, I wish my show was week to week, and they released all of his at once. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
Who the hell knows?
It's got to be a strategy thing in the post end. But anyways, speaking of post end, we should probably wrap this
post
up.
in, post out.
I don't know.
Let me see if I had other quick ones. Let's see here, real quick. So I saw a few things. Hold on. Anatomy of the Fall. Finally saw it.
Oh, hey. Nice.
Awesome. Love that movie. Talked about WrestleMania. I have 5 notes for WrestleMania here.
Let's get them all.
That's good. Oh, have you seen Boiling Point? I think it's called.
Is that an old movie or?
It came out a few years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, I think.
I haven't seen that one.
Boiling Point. It's set in a restaurant. Speaking of the bear.
Oh.
It's a one-take movie, a legit one. Not one that's stitched together like a 1917 or something like that. It's a legit.
Cool it.
I love 1917.
Do you though?
I fucking love that movie.
Did you watch the whole thing?
I did. I watched it with you.
We did. We saw it together.
Pretty sure we did a collider screening for it.
Oh yeah, I went to the
shit.
screening.
Yeah,
I
okay.
remember that.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, look at us.
I love that movie. But Boiling Point is I believe a legit 90-minute one take shot, or you know what I mean. But it's fascinating. I'd never heard of this. Came out a couple years ago, and it's like very well received. But like this was completely new to me. Okay. And so I wanted to recommend it your way because it's
Boiling Point. It's a cooking movie.
Yeah, all set in a restaurant.
Does it make you hungry?
I'm not one of those, people.
Wow.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not a big foodie.
All right. Okay.
But check it out.
That's to the watch list
Okay.
right now.
Neal Brennan, the new comedy special, Crazy Good. on
Oh
Netflix.
yes, I did see
Fucking
that.
great.
It's good.
I love that guy's on a run with his last few specials.
I love Neal
crushing
Brennan.
it.
I gotta check that one out. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. Well, Robert, as we wrap it up here, sir.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, real quick, Christian. Christian, I read a book. Cody read a book. Cody read a book. Cody read a book. So sit down and listen to us talk about the book. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Cody Read a Book, the segment of the show where I read a book and I talk about it for a couple minutes. This week, guys, I got an interesting one. We are going to be talking about Hell House by Richard Matheson.
Oh, wow.
You guys read about this? You hear about this book? You hear about this guy? Iconic author here, Richard Matheson. This is, as you can see by the cover here, Stephen King called it the scariest haunted house novel ever written. So I was like, you know what? We got to check this shit out. I know that author. Let's check it out. Apparently he's made it a movie in like 1973 or something like that.
Like Hell House?
Yeah. The movie was called The Legend of Hell House, I believe.
Yeah.
I did not realize, and I'm pretty sure this is what they were referencing, but in Scary Movie 2, when the cat attacks,
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I think that's from The Legend of Hell House.
Yeah, I think because
Really?
I think it has anything to do with Hill House or anything like that.
No,
but
no.
it's
Hell
some-
House, not
I know
Hill
Hell
House,
House,
yes.
but or what's the other one? What's the Famke Jensen one?
The Haunting. No.
No, that's the
Isn't she in
Haunting
that?
of no, she's in with the other one with fucking Jeffrey Rush.
Rush.
the
House
one-
on Haunted Hill.
No.
Nope.
Shit, what's that fucking one where anyway, the crazy it's like the insane asylum and Chris Kattan is in it too.
Okay.
Early 2000s.
Monkey Bone.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, anyways.
Monkey
Yeah,
Bone.
yeah.
Anyway. Hell House, it's an interesting read. The first probably 100 pages, incredible. I could not stop reading the first third of this book. I was like, this is fantastic. Second third gets a little weird. The scares are okay. It also takes a weirdly horny turn, and not like in a fun way, like in a weird kind of like creepy way.
Okay.
The ending's really solid, though. I think there's a. I'm kind of stunned that there hasn't been like a modern adaptation of this. I think you can see like the Flanagan influence all over this shit in terms of talking about the Haunting of Hill House and Bly Manor. That's all over this too. I'm assuming he's read this book. But yeah, it's an interesting book. I'm going to maybe recommend it to you if you want to read it. I don't know. But I enjoyed most of it. But yeah, Richard Matheson, Hell House. Check it out if you want.
Let's crack open that final draft and let's get to.
Let's do it. Yeah,
there you go.
there's a really good framework here for a good modern horror adaptation of it.
Okay.
I'd say. I'd take out some decent chunks, but I think there's enough there where we can really take what really works and sort of amplify other stuff.
House on Haunted Hill is what I was thinking.
Didn't I say that?
Did you say I thought you said Hill House.
No, after that I said House on Haunted Hill.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Then yes, yeah. But that's has nothing to do with that.
I can't
so
see the
nothing.
chat because again I'm wearing these glasses and
Yeah.
I just cannot.
I'm pretty
It's-
blind.
Anyway,
Yeah.
That was my book segment this week.
Okay.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So if we can I recommend a horror film?
Yeah.
I know you're talking about horror book,
God, Cody, you're sweating.
but
It's the hair.
that looks like a really great book. I want to check that out. For a movie, I'd recommend. I don't know if y'all heard of this 1976 blaxploitation film called JD's Revenge.
JD's Revenge. No.
So it's pretty incredible, guys.
Okay.
It's about this guy. It's about this normal. It's a blaxploitation film, so it's about this normal looking, clean cut guy. He's about to marry his fiance, and then things are looking good for him. And then out of nowhere, he just gets possessed by like this pimp from the 1920s, and then named JD. But then JD, he got killed by like these mobsters, and he embodies this new guy to kind of get revenge on them.
Sold.
Then like,
I'm sold.
no, exactly right. In doing so, he starts talking to his girl crazy, starts slapping her up. It's intense. It's intense. Like it's like yo,
It's 1970.
This is it's 76. It's like he got some crazy. He spent crazy bars. He's like he's just I don't know. Y'all gotta check this movie out. All
right.
I'm saying, it's a pretty phenomenal.
What's it
horror
called?
comedy.
JB's Revenge?
JD's
JD's
Revenge.
Revenge.
JD's Revenge.
Okay.
That
Okay.
one, I feel like we need to see a modern version of that movie because
Okay.
it would be pure comedy.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my
JD's Revenge.
recommendation.
I'll have to check that out. Cody, let me know too, by the way. Next book you read. Let me know.
So you can give me glasses that I won't sweat on. That's what you're.
oh, well,
Yeah.
no.
Oh.
Legitimately, because I'll read it along with you. If you're doing
I
these.
like doing the surprise.
Oh, but it's going to motivate me to read. I can't do that on my own.
Okay, fair
I
enough,
would have
fair
loved to have read that.
You should do your own thing and have your own theme song that you surprise me with, and then you do it. Okay.
Cody, I watched sports this weekend.
Oh, don't.
That's not
That's
as
a
fun.
great idea. If you had said that and be like, I did watch WrestleMania, I would have lost my shit.
Oh, yeah. Maybe another time. I don't know. Anyways.
Lakers eighth seed though.
Oh. We didn't even talk about that. How you feeling? Are you bummed you're going to be facing Denver though? If they
Listen,
if they beat New Orleans here
Denver.
again.
it's better to face Denver early while our legs are fresh. You know what I mean?
I guess so.
That's what I say.
I guess so. I'm also like holding out hope that like maybe someone else will upset them, and then like we'll get them. But
Denver's
like,
cold around this time too, so
yeah, they might get arthritis. You know what I mean? You never know.
how crazy would it be if they had like played basketball outdoors
and
like had the elements, but like not like baseball where it gets rained out. Like it's like football where you have to play through it. Like,
yeah,
that'd be
hell
incredible.
yeah, do it,
Man.
Yeah, I guess you can't dribble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we get out of here, Robert, what you got going on? You got any sort of plugs that you want to do and projects you got coming up?
Any plugs? Same old, yo. Just subscribe to First Cut.
Hell yeah.
Still working on that feature with my friend Cade. You know, we're still working on that together. And then I do have something. Oh, Geeks of Color podcast is making a return. We're actually bringing back the Geeks of Color podcast.
Nice.
We are hoping to air our first episode this Friday, so
Nice.
be on the lookouts for that. We did the Geeks of Color podcast during the pandemic, but we took a break from it. But now we're bringing it back.
Nice.
Season 2.
Who's all the cast?
The cast. Oh, so far it's gonna be me, Dorian Parks, and Sabrina Ramirez is the first 3. But then there might be a little rotating panel, rotating guest kind of situation. So
Nice, man.
yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it was good seeing Dorian again. I
Yeah.
feel like again it
How's
was
he
like,
doing?
oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Fantastic as ever.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's like I saw him last year at CinemaCon, and I saw him again. It's just like I'll see you next year.
Right. Now we'll see each other hopefully a lot sooner than that too.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, man! And you can find all this. Robert's Twitter, I think, is in the description, and we'll put some other links there as well to go and follow the other stuff.
And one more thing. If anybody in the Wangers community is in Atlanta at the end of the month, April 27th, the comic shop will be showing at the Atlanta Film Festival.
Nice.
So if y'all are in the Atlanta area, please come out and support. We would greatly appreciate that.
Nice.
I could DM me for tickets, and I'll hook y'all up.
Yeah.
You know?
Message him about it. You're not gonna go. It's probably hard.
Right, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be in Atlanta. So
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh,
me-
hell yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
me and
yeah.
Cheyenne are both gonna be there.
Hell yeah,
So
dude.
yeah, if y'all want to link up with us,
Oh, that's awesome.
through.
Fuck yeah. Oh, I love Atlanta too.
Yeah, no, it's
Atlanta's
good
pretty
time.
dope. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
All
fun
right.
time.
Right. Cody, you got any plugs?
Check out the Hot Mic, every Thursday.
Don't plug that. You don't need to do that. Every week we give a shout out to our patrons, $15 and up. If you want a shout out, you can join our Patreon today. And hopefully one day there will be a commentary up there. There will be eventually.
Yes.
Eventually. Again.
We almost did a Moneyball one for opening day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Stay tuned. We might do it again.
There's something else I got to talk to you afterward, too. There was another thing that Cody was kind of like working on the side that we got to regroup about.
Yeah.
But, hey, man, things are busy.
Yeah.
We got stuff going on. We're trying to make a film. Okay? It's not easy.
Yeah. We're getting
It's not easy.
All right, Patreon. Here we go. Aaron Woodley.
Hey, Twitter world, this is yours truly.
God.
OJ.
OJ, get out of
How
here.
are you doing that?
Get it from the grave.
Juice is loose.
Unbelievable.
You don't have all OJ sound bites, do you?
What if I did? No, I don't.
Okay. Alec Rummer Young.
Okay, how?
Yeah.
You made a, you didn't even, never mind.
Alexis Lopez.
Barty Crouch Jr.
Arcadio Castellanos. How are they doing in the real football? Are they in the top 4? Bobby Mitchell. Listen, what he did, would you have done that? Bars, Robert. Brian Arsenal. Obviously, have you heard of depth of field? Brian D. I'm baby. Brian King. Chris Jones.
Fireball.
Cindy Perez. Hi, Cindy. Shout out to all the moms. Connor Kennedy.
Are you hard?
Elena Marie 10. Did he give you a hard on? FS1138.
Long and hard.
Giuseppe. Keep going. Yeah, my dick is hard right now. Harley Payne.
My dick's getting hard.
James Avario.
It's so hard.
Julia Connor.
Is it just too hard?
John Noto.
Is it longer?
Justin Than, who won to win.
Yeah, it is.
Carl Soderbeck.
That's a fucking long one. Yeah.
Kat Berger.
I don't think I've seen the long ones.
Kyle Johnson. Why is it so big? Naris Thornton.
How big can this dick get?
Michael Bittner.
Pretty big.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we like it big.
Nick Wade.
That is a 12-inch cock swinging from a strong, muscular man's body.
Owen Hart.
Big fat wieners.
Ruben E25.
It's a big sausage he's putting in his mouth there.
Hey, yo.
Sang Lei.
There's a lot of sausage talk here.
Senior Film.
Okay, so that was the last one. We had 17 sound bites that had the word hard, long, or big in it.
Hey, you're just
What are we doing?
You're just taking it out of
What
context.
are we doing
You are
here?
just taking things out of context.
I have children.
If we get canceled one day, we're gonna have to go back to that original soundbite and show them the full context and show them that I meant hard land line.
Sure.
I don't know.
We're not going to get canceled.
Senior Film.
It's all women though.
It is.
Can't connect.
Maybe we will.
Sergio Castaneda. Sheridan Potts.
That's the
Downstairs,
lefty loony lesbian liberal media.
Stephanie Merritt.
Reach down into your pants,
Stephanie Zolosi.
find your fucking balls
Excuse me, Stefan Zolosi.
That was the.
Yeah. Terry Stockwell.
and your cock.
TJ Jones.
No.
Tyler Eklund.
I got muffins. Can you please take a muffin?
I'll
I
take a muffin.
have
I'll
too
take a
many
muffin.
fucking muffins.
Vin Kosha. And finally, Wiley Todd.
Wee wee.
There it is, everybody.
It's all Wiley.
There it is. Thank you all so much for joining us here in this episode of The Wanger Show. We'll be back next week. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button. If you can get this video to 100 likes, we will get Cody a birthday cake for his birthday in a few months.
Whore.
Only if you get to 100 likes this week. If you get to 150, we'll throw Robert a birthday party.
Hey.
We get to 200, not much else is going to happen. So get us to those other two milestones. And then also leave a comment. That's very important. All the Patreon, Super Chats, that's all fine and dandy. But the most important thing is that you comment right now all the things that we talked about. Did you see Civil War? What were your thoughts? What are you looking forward to this
Are you
year in
hard?
terms of movies? Comment, do the things. Your comment may be
Did he give you a
featured
hard on?
next week's episode. What's the hardest thing you've ever done in your life? There you go.
Keep
How about
going.
that?
Yeah, my dick is hard right
And
now.
we'll see you all next time. Happy birthday, Laserbolt, who just turned 57 yesterday.
Hey.
Let's fucking go, dude. Show age. Show that age who's boss.
You beating Father Time, Razor Bolt.
Oh, how old is Father Time?
Too old.
Oh, Jimmy Carter's still alive, still kicking.
Still kicking. Let's get it.
Still kicking. Get it, Jimmy Carts.
Is it longer?
Yeah. You guys watch any of the Trump trial
Yeah,
stuff? I heard he fell asleep in the trial.
Don't log it then.
That'd be funny. I want to watch that.
No.
Go check it out.
Don't log in on Letterboxd. Exactly.
Whore. Thanks, Robert.
It took me a second.
I didn't understand it. Make sure you're following me and Cody on Letterboxd, but just remember, only one of us is telling the truth.
Listen, what he did, would you have done that?
Thanks, everyone. Have a great night. Stay safe.
Should we get into it? I'm excited. I want to hear Brian's. I want to hear